Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Open Discussions, where we will be discussing various topics, allowing women to understand us men and men to understand women, all in a respectful manner. I'm your host, David, and I'll pass it over to my co-host.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. It's episode number 11. We are thankful for the, for the consistent viewing, everyone tuning in to watch what we have to say. We talk a lot of shit, but we have a good time doing it. Now, before we do start, right, I want to go ahead and just kind of give a shout out to our sponsors of the night. Our sponsors are Ascena Nightclub. Yeah. Thank you guys for again allowing us to have the Halloween show, which again, we're having a big show on Halloween night, Thursday night at Ascena Nightclub. Setting everything up, doing the whole live stream on there. Should be fun. And if you guys don't know, again, right, we're going to have the show there, but it's going to be live streamed and we're going to have the whole thing going on. This weekend, we're going to be there again. We're there every fucking weekend. So again, anyone who is watching, you guys want to pull up, man, the address to the place is 609 North Hardwood Street, Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a good time.
Again, guys, that's going to be October 31st.
October 31st.
A Thursday.
And anyone wants to join in, I mean, we have a few people who have confirmed. Anyone watching wants to be a part of it, let us know. Write us in a direct message on Instagram. And also another shout out, Dallas Vixens, you know what I'm saying, for being the partners of tonight as well. Yeah, so, again, shout out to them for allowing us to work with them, right? Shoot content, that kind of deal. So shout out to them. But we do have some special guests tonight.
Guests today.
Some very special guests.
So we'll just get right into it a little bit. Can you guys, we'll go from right to left. Oh, sorry, I'm backwards right now. But can we go right to left? Can you give us your name, your age, single or taken, and your occupation?
I would love that. Me?
Yeah, we'll go first.
I'm Destiny. I'm 32, and I'm a bartender.
Single or taken?
Single.
Okay,
single.
Any kids?
I have kids.
Okay.
Kids, like more than
as
two?
in plural?
Yeah, more than one?
Or singular.
Okay. I was just making sure. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Valerie. I'm 26, and I'm a business owner, and I'm also single.
Okay.
No kids.
No kids. Got
No
you.
kids.
Okay, got it.
Business
Make that
owner.
clear.
What kind of business?
I own a construction company.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You own a construction company?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
All
All right. Well, I got one extra question.
Okay, cool.
Are your parents together or separated?
Separate.
Separated?
Mm-hmm.
Separated.
Okay. All right, so let's just get right into it. The first question we normally ask is, what is your ideal type of man that you like? If you could put a man together, construct him, what is your ideal type of man that you would want in your life? We'll go right to left.
I like, my ideal man would be someone has a sense of humor, a protector, provider.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel that.
so aesthetic wise, like how they look kind of doesn't matter, but as long as they have
I don't
those
have
kind
a
of
type.
requirements.
He could be shorter than you.
Okay.
Cool. Got it.
Short kings matter.
Yeah, short kings matter.
He could be shorter than you.
No, not shorter.
I see. So you got to be specific. Okay.
That does matter. Yeah, that does matter.
Yeah.
Do you want him to work out? Do you not want him to work out?
I
Does
don't
he need
care
to eat
about
good?
body, but he needs to be taller than me.
Okay, as
Okay.
long as he's taller than you,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
he's good. Wait, does he? Can he be taller than you without heels, or he has to be taller than you with heels? Because that
That's
matters
a
too.
great
That
question.
matters.
With heels.
Okay, guys.
He's got to be taller than you.
Yeah,
How
that-
tall are you with heels?
Okay, first of all, I don't like to really wear heels, but I'm 5'3". So.
Oh,
Okay.
for real? Oh, okay,
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
So some of these lower average guys under 6 foot got a chance. They got a chance, okay? Because for a second I was thinking, all right, you got to be 6 foot and above to have a chance. But 5'3", they got a chance at 5'9", 5'7".
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so that's ideal. Bad. Okay, well, I'll get into something else you said too, real quick. But go ahead.
Now I would say kind of the same. You have to be funny because I'm funny, so you have to be funny. Same kind of protector. Short kings need love too, so it don't really matter to me about the height, to be honest.
So he could be shorter than you?
Not that much shorter.
Like 2 inches?
Yeah, that's cool.
You're
I'm
cool.
not worried about it.
You're cool with the same height and all that?
Yeah, that's cool. That don't bother me.
Okay.
Because Yeah.
Hey, because I mean, if he gives you a kiss on the curb, he's taller than you.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Yeah.
no, that doesn't matter. That doesn't phase me. But you said the gym. The gym is key.
Okay,
for
so
me.
you work out?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to work out.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Got you. That makes
Yeah.
sense. All right, so real quick, I think a lot of us get the idea and the word of provider misconstrued, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you think of provider, I feel like a lot of people think provider is how much money do you make, right? But a provider to me is not how much money you make. It's all the other intangibles that come with
Yeah.
being the man of your life, right? So what to you, what is a provider and a man?
Someone who financially supports me.
Okay, so it's
Straight up,
exactly
yeah,
it's
it's
exactly
straightforward.
I would say
100%.
both. Like financial, yeah, because we all need that, you know. But like, just in general, to support me, like in life, like to support me to be a better person, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's not all about money.
to an extent. It's not about
Yeah.
money.
Well, not always.
All right, okay. So if you could pick how much you would want your ideal man to make, how much are we talking? We'll go right to left.
I'm like,
How much does it need to make to sustain your lifestyle?
There you go. That's a good question.
Like a year?
Yeah.
Really?
Not
Yeah,
not a
no, a
lifetime,
month
yeah.
or a week. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say 100,000.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not bad.
All
I
right.
like that number.
So the 100,000 for you
I'll
as well?
agree.
I think
Yeah.
all of us like
Yeah.
100,000.
Okay.
I would agree.
No, yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
that's actually part of going into his question. That's part of the 10%, right? The 10% in the U.S. who are making 100K and above, right? Now, do you understand what comes with that 10% of the guys who make 100K?
What? I feel like you're gonna say.
No, I
No.
mean, do you
Oh.
know what comes with it?
Do you
Do
know
you
what
know
it
what
comes
comes
with?
with it?
I feel like what comes with it, like you're always busy with work.
Yeah.
Like work comes 1st and you gotta handle that before.
And freak offs. No, I'm just like, I was just like, all
You
right,
gotta
chill,
handle
chill.
that
I'm just
first
joking,
though,
I'm
and
just
then, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, the average salary for a man here in the U.S. is in between 35 to 50K. That's the average, right? So anything above that, I would say even the 75K mark is about that 25, 30%. But we're talking about 100K and above, that's 10%. Anything above 200K, that's 5%. 300K, 400K, we're talking about 1% at that point, right? So the reason we say this is because a lot of people or a lot of women say, well, you know, I want somebody who's making this amount, but they can't deal with the bullshit that it comes with. You know what I'm saying? Are you the kind of girls that need the attention consistently? That, you know, a man has to be there every moment of the day with you? Or are you okay with a man who is consistently busy and is traveling and all that good stuff? Do you need to have a man with you every day?
I don't need a man every day.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say the same. Like, go handle your stuff, and then come to me whenever you're done. I don't
Okay,
need
so-
you every day.
Okay, so how often would you want to see your significant other?
Are we talking weekly, monthly?
Yeah, weekly. We're speaking monthly. Yo, whoa.
I mean,
So
well,
weekly.
because
Let's
he
break
said
it down
travel,
weekly.
so like
Let's break it down weekly. Weekly, go a little bit.
weekly, like 3 days, 4 days.
You know, when you say those 3 or 4 days, are you saying like majority of the day, or you just need to go hang out for 2 or 3 hours?
I feel like it would also depend on like the schedule.
What would you prefer?
I would say a few hours is good. Like that's good enough for me.
Out of those 3 or 4 days,
Yeah,
so maybe a total of like 8 hours out the week, 10 hours.
I would say maybe more than 8 hours, but yeah,
along those terms.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I think I would need more than that. I need sleepovers.
Okay.
You need
Sleepovers?
sleepovers. Okay, yeah.
I like that.
No,
Hey,
that's cool.
Sleepovers are clutch. Hey, that's how you get some extra bonding time in.
Yeah.
Without all the, oh, we need to go on a date here. We got to go do this. We got to go do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
when you're just laying down and you're about to go to sleep, that's where those better conversations
the
come
pillow
in.
talk comes in.
Yeah, more emotional,
Yeah.
intertwined and whatnot.
Yeah.
I would prefer that as well. That's what I
Yeah.
prefer.
I know a lot of guys who are in corporate like that, where they're VPs or they're even the CEOs, right? That they have to travel throughout the week, you know, Monday through Friday, and they're back
Yeah.
home Friday night, and they get to spend some time at home over the weekends, right? And what do they want to do mainly? I mean, they just kind of want to be relaxing.
Chill.
But
Chill.
can the woman like accept that and be like, okay, look, I know you want to relax, but I want to do a few things too. And if the man's like, nah, like I just want to relax, like, are you okay with that? Right? Because I mean, you're getting everything else that he's having to do throughout the week, right? In the sense that his fruit, you know, everything that he's providing, going back to what you guys mentioned, was a provider, right? So you get the fruit of his labor, right? And if you're okay with dealing with that and only seeing him on the weekends, essentially just Saturday and Sunday, and then he's gone Monday again, you know, and I know a few guys that are like that, and I've heard some stories where like some wives, they can't, you know what I'm saying?
See, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like if she said with the sleepovers, like we spending that time together Saturday and Sunday, then we're like, all right, cool. Go do you.
Yeah.
Okay, would you be okay with, if your man was honest with you enough and y'all had the communication, would you be okay with him having some other shawties in other states and stuff like that?
Oh, no.
Immediately,
That's a
no.
no. That's a no for me.
What about you? What if he's honest with you and he's like, hey, before y'all even start getting to that point of taking each other serious, like we're together, he's like, hey, there's probably going to be other girls, but you're the main girl.
So is it like an open relationship type of thing?
It's not open relationship.
No, so like it's just like talking type of thing, right?
I mean,
No, it's a full-on relationship.
Y'all are working to be in a relationship, but he's letting you know before y'all get to that point, hey, there's going to be some other girls along the way, but you're my main girl. So again, on those Saturdays, Sundays, you're spending the night with him. Those other girls aren't. He's just, whenever he's out busy and stuff, and you're not there, obviously. So
I mean, I guess that's okay because like we're not in a relationship, but if we're already like exclusive, then yeah, that's
okay. So before the relationship is fine.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm
Whatever.
speaking in terms of like, he's like, hey, if you're gonna get with me, there's gonna be other girls while we're together.
Yeah,
but you're the main girl, so you're like, no.
Nah.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
that's a no
Gotcha.
for me.
What about you?
No.
You guys don't like to share.
I don't share.
I'm
No.
so
I
jealous.
don't share.
No.
Plain and simple.
What'd you say?
I said I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. So no.
Like very jealous?
Yeah.
Like, so if a girl looks at your man a certain way while y'all
Not
out
that
eating
jealous.
dinner? Okay. Hey, well, I have this question. All right, so let's say you have a friend, right? And y'all are cool for like 2 or 3 years. And she had a boyfriend during that period. You and her have a fallout. 2 years passes by after y'all's fallout. You see her ex. He looks good. You're at the bar one night. And he approaches you. What would you say you would do in that situation? Would you maybe entertain it? You and that girl ain't cool anymore. What would you do?
I'm not entertaining it
You wouldn't
Why?
entertain
No.
it at all?
because used to be my friend's man. So no.
But it used to be your friend too.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, we shutting that shit down.
So what are you doing?
I'll be like, yeah, no, babe, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
And
Keep
then
it
he
moving.
asks you why. What are you gonna say?
I'm like, cause I don't fuck with you.
So there is loyalty in women as well.
Like,
To an
mean,
extent.
to an
I feel like
extent, I
because I was
agree
gonna
to an
say
extent, yeah.
how deep does girl code go?
Yeah.
I feel like that depends who you're asking, cause everybody's different, you know.
Yeah.
You're right. That's why I was saying like
So-
you have a friend for 3 years and then y'all fall out 2 years later, so it's 5 years total. But
but 3 years is a long time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. But I mean, she's your friend, so she ain't
Exactly.
she ain't so significant other. So the relationship, the dynamic is gonna be a little different when it comes to that. I'm just asking what y'all's opinion is. Okay, but it is shot o'clock.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
8:05.
very, very
Is that what it
Shot
is?
o'clock right now. Hey, it's
All
shot
right, no, let's
o'clock,
do it.
guys.
No, let's do it.
Erica says, "Love me a good sleepover. That's when the freak off really happens." Whoa,
She's
I
not
mean,
wrong.
freak off. Oh, so that
not
means,
wrong.
hey, Erica, does that mean you're inviting your friends? Because if that's the case, if that's the case, then that's a good idea.
All right, what's your guys' cups?
Stop.
Is this the cup?
That's not a bad idea. You want one too, Rob?
No.
Oh, okay.
Eric,
What's up? What is this?
read it.
Am I reading?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead. Okay, first off, whose handwriting is this? Because this looks like shit. But I get it. Yeah.
It's about.
Pass it to who?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, my bad.
Not yet.
Like read it. But
Yeah, read it after the shot.
oh, okay, read it.
Wait, but I read both of them, or
No, just the first one.
oh, okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. God damn. I don't know what it is today, man. I don't know if it's because of the long fucking day and just
It was a
tequila
long
ain't
day.
going down.
Nah, bro,
That's probably what it is.
That's probably what it is.
It's the phone call in the car.
Oh,
That's
no
the
way.
phone call.
Exactly
It's
what it
the
is.
phone call of the
That's
car.
exactly what it is, bro.
Real
But
quick.
it's cool.
Before you got a question? Before we get into that question, if you have one.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
one. I have
Before
one.
we get
right?
into your question real
Go
quick,
ahead.
hey, I need to give a big shout out to the producer in the back, Roger.
Yes.
Hey, always big shout out to the producer in the back. Hey, without Roger, none of this would be possible, guys. So if y'all are in the comments, please just put Roger. Type a little Roger out. There you go. Put Roger in the chat for one. Or what is it? There you go. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead
I do
with
have
your
a question. How do you girls feel about modern day dating now? How has it shifted from, say, 20, 30 years ago to now?
We would go
I-
right to left, but go ahead.
I think as of lately, it's been pretty shitty compared to.
When you say lately, what do you mean? Like the past 2-3 years, 5 years, 10 years?
I would say, I guess maybe like 3 years. It's been
Is this-
or five.
Is this based on experience?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just been pretty shitty compared to, I guess, prior.
So maybe like 2018, 2019, it just got really just like
I think so.
garbage.
I feel like just the mindset of a lot of guys just shifted.
Yeah.
So then I feel like that affects the women too. So
to adapt
Yeah.
to the way we're
Yeah.
treating y'all.
I get it.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
so,
Okay, what about you?
I don't know. I haven't really dated.
You haven't
You
really
haven't dated.
dated.
When's the last time? When's the
You
last
said
time
you said you're 32. There's no way you
I
haven't
was
dated.
I was married.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
How long are you still in legal?
What she said?
Yes, technically I'm still there.
I gotta ask.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I get it.
We
I
got
get it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So you haven't dated.
I've dated, but not like that.
Okay, so dating to us as guys is just taking you out on dates and stuff like that. Now, the next level after that is like friends with benefits to an extent. So dating is just a guy taking you out. So how many times, or when is the last time a guy has taken you out?
To go eat?
Yeah, I mean,
go
anywhere.
eat
Anywhere.
or get
Okay.
drinks. He's trying to get to
Yeah.
know you.
So like a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that? How was that experience?
It was okay.
Ooh,
wait,
rate
what?
it out on 1 to 10.
Yeah,
What would you
yeah.
give it?
A 4.
And would you
Okay,
do it
that's-
again?
Wait, where was the first date at? Why was it only a 4? Like she said, why was it a 4? Was it the way he approached? Was he awkward? The place he took you? First date was a movie?
I did not like his personality.
Ah, okay, got you. Wait, so you couldn't tell he had a bad personality when he asked you out?
No,
Why was it just real vague whenever y'all first met?
it was boring. Yeah.
I wouldn't
Oh,
even
okay.
took him out on. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
said no to. I wouldn't have even said yes to the date at that point.
You wouldn't have entertained
No,
it.
heck no. If I can tell by the first reaction how your personality is, like as a guy, I feel like I can.
Like through texting and stuff
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
well,
that.
texting
Because
and
it was
just.
texting. It was just texting.
Oh, so he asked you out during like through social media and stuff.
Well,
Oh,
it's the
okay.
build up too. Like a lot of guys miss that mark where it's like, okay, even through texting, you're still attracting. If you're not fucking
Yeah.
attracting, then when you see them in person, it's like, are you that same person? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But I feel like it can also be like miscommunication through text too, because you don't know how the other person is talking.
But
you know what I'm
the
saying?
problem is though, and I would say this as well to a lot of guys who are watching,
Uh-huh.
that instead of texting, just fucking call. Make
Yeah.
a call.
That too.
FaceTime, yeah,
Fa-
FaceTime.
Maybe
or
I don't
make a
know.
call.
Well, FaceTime, I get it, but not everyone is like straight up. Look,
Comfortable.
personally for me, I'll FaceTime. I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can make a call instead of texting you, say I get your number right tonight,
Yeah.
right, and then you're expecting me to text you by the end of the night or maybe tomorrow. Maybe Saturday. I'm fucking waiting until Sunday. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you
"Fuck that
Sunday.
shit."
I'm calling you Sunday. Hey, hope you had a great weekend. How was your weekend?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not, I'm gonna try to surprise whoever it is that I'm talking to and be like, oh shit, I didn't expect that. So what does that create? That creates attraction because you're different than everyone else that you've given your number to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So a lot of guys miss that mark where it's like, oh yeah, I got to text her right away. I got to text her that same night. Hey, you know, this is so-and-so. And then they start the conversation, but it's like, yo, like, what are you doing? Are you exposing? It's the sense where like, you guys understand poker a little bit?
Yeah.
How it works?
Oh, I love poker.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. So do you understand poker a little bit?
No.
Okay. Well, poker, you're playing with your hand. Like you're playing with cards, right? And if you reveal your hands, everyone sees what you have. But the whole point of the game is for you to like hide them and try to bluff your way into either making a good move or whatever the case is, right?
Gotta
Convincing
lie.
people that you have a good hand. The same thing applies with even when you meet somebody.
Dating, yeah.
Through texting, through calling, whatever the case is. You can't get a girl's number the first night and text her the same night because you're revealing too much. There has to be some intrigue and there has to be some mystery. Mystery attracts, right? Because if you know everything about the guy, it's like, I already know everything about him. And what happens with women? Women are not attracted to being bored. If you're bored, you're like, I'm done. I'm going to the next one.
And how do women
Straight up.
get bored? It's just you're too easy. There's no mystery behind it.
Exactly,
So
no
if
mystery.
you're too easy, guys, don't be easy.
Don't-
Play the long-term game. Play the long-term game when you ask a girl
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
date.
straight up.
I don't know about waiting 3 days, like Ariel said.
Well, that's okay. That's
Oh,
but that's
so
a
what's
rule
a good
though.
time frame?
But that's a rule. 3 days.
3
I
days?
do 3 days.
Okay.
I do 3 days.
Okay.
Just because, again, like it's almost like you give me your number that same night. You're expecting me to text you the following day. You're expecting me to text you the second day.
Yeah.
You know, and so you're wondering like, oh, he's probably not going to text me. You probably move on, whatever.
Yeah.
But when that fucking text or that call comes in that
She's
third
excited.
day,
Hit a dopamine.
oh shit!
That
Wait a
hit of
minute.
dopamine is
You know what I
coming
mean?
in.
Yeah.
It's all human psychology. You got to play with emotion.
Oh, facts.
If you understand emotion, you can take a woman's emotion going up and down through like a roller coaster, I guess you can say. If you know how to work that, oh, you're fucking locked in.
It's
You know what I'm
literally
saying?
that, like I tell women
Yeah.
all the time, it's the push and pull method. It really is.
Yeah.
And y'all don't get it, and
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all don't get it because on our end as men, we get the push and pull method.
Yeah.
Well,
I get
not
the
all the
push and
men.
pull.
Not all the men.
Not all guys, because some guys will just straight up give
Just
you the
Push,
whole
Push,
push,
to win
story.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're pushing everything.
their
Yo,
whole
I'm taking you out
story.
tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you can't go tomorrow. I'm taking you out Friday. Oh, you can't go Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday. And they just keep pushing, and you're like, okay, I
Bugging.
don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're too much.
Yeah.
You seem too desperate or whatever it is. And it's just because they're
Yes.
excited. They want that. And then
I'm
y'all
like,
are
bro,
like,
chill.
yeah, chill. I'm going to say yes. But now
Yeah.
you're making me want to say no.
Yeah.
For real.
So it's literally the push and pull.
So is this what happened with Homeboy? He was just too revealing.
She said she didn't
Or just
she didn't
too
like the
plain.
personality. What was it about his personality?
Too cocky.
He was too revealing.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah, you read into him way too quick. Where it's almost like, wait, I kind of want to know more about this guy. So you
Family,
put
like,
in
no suspense.
There's
kinda
no-
thing.
exactly,
Yeah.
No
exactly.
suspense.
Yeah.
yeah.
So how fast was it when he asked you out and then you had the first date?
Okay, so he was in my DMs for a few months,
Oh shit.
Usually happens that way.
but it was on Snapchat. So I saw a girl on his Snap, so I decided not to respond
Pursue
to
it,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. So a month went by, and I left him on. What is it when you don't open the message?
Red?
Delivered.
Oh, just
Yeah.
delivered?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I didn't even
a month
open the
went by?
message at all. I didn't open the message at all for like a
Damn.
whole
You didn't
month.
even because I know
No.
on Snapchat you could swipe halfway.
Oh,
and
yeah,
kind of
and
read
then read it.
You
And
know
then be
what I'm
like,
talking
I don't
about.
want to read
Yeah,
that
I'd
shit.
be like, nah,
I
fuck
didn't even
that
do
shit.
that. I didn't even do that.
Nah, she said, fuck
You
that
were
shit.
for real not interested, obviously. You were like, oh, he got other bitches.
I thought he
yeah.
was very handsome, but I was like,
But she said
The
nah.
personality didn't fit.
no, it was because I saw a girl on his Snap. Like
But
he took another girl on a date, and you're in my DMs.
But
What's
that
wrong with
doesn't.
that?
But
That's
yeah,
dating.
that
But she
doesn't.
didn't know. I feel like, but you didn't know if he was like with
Yes,
her,
I
right?
I didn't know if that
So
was
then
his
she's like,
girlfriend.
I don't want to
Yes.
pursue that because
But you gotta
like, what if
confirm
there's a
that. You gotta
he
confirm. What if you
gonna
ask?
tell her?
If a real man will tell you the truth, like, what's up? Hey, I'm just dating right now. Hey, this is just
Yeah.
another girl we took
Straight
on a
up.
date, and I posted it.
But I feel like you don't post girls while you're still like dating.
Nah, I mean, you post a hand. You post
Yeah,
a.
you post the
Yeah,
whole, the
yeah,
shoulder,
yeah,
the
yeah,
toe.
yeah, I'm with
or
homegirl.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something discreet, but not a whole
Yeah.
face.
Well,
Oh,
the problem is that she wasn't fully attracted. Because if she was fully attracted,
She would've
right,
looked past that.
she would have been like, okay,
She
yeah,
would've
she's
looked
with
past
somebody,
that.
he's
Yeah.
with somebody else. what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna
I'm finna try to slide in.
I'm
Like-
women are attracted to guys who have options. Let's just be real.
That,
If
that-
you're a
honestly,
boring
that's
dude,
a real, that's
straight
a
up.
real statement.
Yeah,
for
no, straight
sure.
up. If you have options, you just become instantly that much more attractive. Why? Because
Debatable.
what is it? No, wait.
Nah,
what is it about this guy that he's got this kind of attention?
This is psychology, right? here.
Yeah.
This is literally
Okay, so are
psychology.
y'all attracted to women that
No,
have
that we
options?
don't
Absolutely
look. No,
not.
it's
It's the complete opposite.
Y'all
Go ahead.
cannot compare men and
No,
women.
you
Y'all
can't.
literally can't. Y'all can have babies. We can't. So just, that alone, you cannot compare us. You can't. We're two completely
Well,
different.
that yes.
Okay, that alone it shows you enough. We're completely different creatures.
Yes.
Literally completely different. So the way y'all move and the way we move is completely different. So yes, y'all think it's attractive when you see a man with another woman because you're like, okay, she's obviously with him because he can probably provide or he's actually really good emotionally or intelligent. But opposite with us, when we see you with another man, we're like, yeah, I don't know.
You're
if I
like,
really
nah.
want
The thing is that it comes easier for a woman to pull than it
Super
is for
easy.
a man to pull, right? We have to put in effort. We have to put in time, and we have to build you
Yeah.
to say, yeah, I feel comfortable enough to go out with this guy. But with women, most of the time, like you know, we talk about this all the time, where you can just go on your DMs, and I'm sure you got guys lined up.
At least
right?
10. At
You
least
have
10.
some guys who
I
are
got
interested.
10
At
each
least
right
who?
now.
So there- it
At
really
least
doesn't-
10 guys in y'all's
10?
Straight up,
DMs.
it really doesn't take much effort, right? For women. And now, if you're, I guess you can say maybe a 2 or 3. I don't. It might be
Hey,
hard.
2 and 3 still
But-
begin some. 2 and 3 still begin some out here.
Depends.
that 3 at like 3-4 in the morning sounded like a 10. Yeah. So anyway, no. Look, my point is that a guy has to work harder to get the date, right? You're not just gonna go out with anybody that you don't feel comfortable with. You
Yeah.
don't trust
Your
it.
situation proved
Yeah.
it right there. Your
Yeah.
situation proved y'all don't
Exactly.
just go out on dates with anybody. Guys, we kind of would just to see where
Just to
things
test
kind
the
of go.
waters,
Yeah,
or
just
what?
to kind of see where things go. Because listen, men, we literally go off of attraction first.
Yeah.
Y'all don't go off of attraction first.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, you're cute, but if your personality's trash, no.
Yeah, you
I'm not
suck.
even gonna date you. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna go on that date. With us, it's like if you look good, I'm trying to take you out and then see if the personality fits and
If
etc.
there's something deeper.
So it's the opposite for us. We're like, you look good, all right, I'm down to take you
Yeah,
out.
y'all are
Y'all are like, oh, you
easy.
look good, but nah, we are easy. But if we're easy, then why can't y'all find the men y'all want?
Damn, that's
I'm
crazy.
just saying, but that's the truth though. That why
It's
can't y'all find the
because-
man?
It's because the men nowadays are just looking for that, for just the attraction.
So you gotta see through the red flags.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And she was trying to see through the red flags. Oh, he got another girl. I don't think I want to date that. I want to pursue that. But maybe you and your maybe your woman's intuition was right on that. Because you said he had a shitty personality, so if I met a girl that had a shitty personality, I don't even want to talk to her. I probably just want to smash. That's cool, because that's how we think. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, you look good. I'm down to smash. You have a shitty personality, cool. I'm just gonna smash. But
And
if you
leave
have
it
a
at
good
that.
personality, now it's like, oh, I'll kind of weigh out the options, pros and cons. So it really depends. What about you? When's the last time you went out on a date?
Like last weekend.
Okay, how was it? So
It was
like
great.
you were doing like casual dating.
No, so I've been talking to this guy, I would say probably for like 4 months.
Okay.
And then like he ghosted me for a little bit. And then he came back and then he was like, oh, like some shit went down, but like I'm back. So like you want to go out. So I was like, okay.
Hey, my
Cool.
FaceTime been down for about 2
Not
weeks. What you
even.
doing
No,
tonight?
I knew what he looked like and everything. Like I knew this person basically, but we
Yeah.
just didn't go out just because like our schedules weren't lining up.
Wait. So are you? Wait, and that's always the misconception is like, are we dating to maybe be together, or we're just dating to have a good time? And see, for you, you might be like, yeah, he asked you out on a date, and you're like, oh, I'm dating to maybe take him serious, but he's probably dating you to be like, I'm trying to have a good time. So that's where a lot of the misconception comes in.
Nah,
the
with me, I'm
miscommunication.
gonna ask you straight up, like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
so I know what I'm getting into, so I know how to move forward.
Are you doing that like before y'all hang out, or like on the first date?
Oh, I'm doing that before, like, we're talking, like,
Okay.
just through text.
I
I'm
don't
be
know,
like,
that's
just
a
let me
little
know.
too much because I feel like that question is appropriate on the first date.
Yeah, because you're judging him beforehand with that. No. Because listen, when you meet a guy and you're on a date and everything's flowing and everything's going good,
Yeah.
and he tells you, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I just kind of
Like,
want to sleep
his
with you or whatever.
intentions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're more willing to be like, hey, I actually like your personality. I like who you are.
Yeah.
I am actually willing to just sleep with you. But if you precognitive thought of if him is like, yo, he's just trying to sleep with me, I don't even know him like that. He does look good. You're going to be like, no, I don't even want to entertain it.
No,
But
yeah,
then you get to
facts.
know him. You're like, you know what? I would give it up to him. I'll catch a body for him.
But 4 months is a long time to like consistently talk to somebody.
You're
so
right,
like you
yeah.
kind of get to know the person.
So then
and
why did 4 months go by, ghost you, and come back? So that obviously means there was another girl.
Yeah, it
I
ain't
mean,
no.
if that was the case, then that's cool.
I don't know if
But,
that's the
like,
case. I'm pretty sure that was the case.
That's
That's
definitely the
fine.
case. That's
Yeah,
definitely the
definitely,
case.
for sure.
Because you don't just build something up and then walk away and say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build something over here. Like, that's crazy. Right? So, yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
if you coming back, it's because something didn't work out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
That's probably
that.
and
That's
not
fine.
not to bring him down like that, but
No,
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
cool.
I feel like
I
you
mean,
should
shit.
guys who are like that should be more intentional. Just should be
more
straightforward
intentional.
with
Well,
what
that's
they
what I'm
want.
saying.
Yeah.
So like, I would be like, so what's up? What happened? Like,
So
why'd you
this
go
is
to
kind
me?
of like a situationship you got going on right now.
I mean,
That's a good question.
no, not really.
So what are you working towards?
I feel like eventually a relationship, but I mean, we just barely went on a first date after 4 months of consistently talking.
Okay, so how was that first date?
So, I would give it a 9.5.
Nah, that's way too high.
That's way
Yeah.
too
Way
high.
too high?
Yeah, that is way
Okay,
too
okay.
high.
So you want me to be realistic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it like a 7 then.
Okay,
There you go.
all
That's
right.
way
You brought it
better.
down.
Yeah,
That's a big
more-
difference.
bad.
That's a big
My
delusional
bad.
difference right there.
Yeah.
Delusional difference.
Straight up.
Not delusional.
You wanted to hype them up a little too high.
No, because
Yeah.
y'all
Back
thought that
down.
was too high. So let me come down to y'all's level.
Because you're saying, you make it sound like it was a perfect date. And
No,
if it
it's
was
pretty good.
But then they go, okay, so how did the date go? How was it? Where'd y'all go? Who asked who?
He
and et
asked
cetera?
me. He picked me up. Then we went to eat. He brought me flowers. So it was kind of like everything was going good. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Did the thing happen that night or no?
No. Well,
No,
Be
it's
honest.
not.
yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
honest. Okay. So you were already willing to do it, but I think it might have just because of the 4 months had already passed by that you had put the work in.
it wasn't willing to do it. It's just kind of.
So it was not consensual.
What?
See that matters. That
No,
matters.
no,
You got
no.
okay,
You
so
said
gotta-
not willing to do, like.
Not willing means non-consensual.
Okay, not what I meant, but like, I felt like the buildup was there.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Oh, that yeah.
So then
okay.
it eventually happened. Do you know what I mean?
on the first date.
I would actually argue
Yeah.
that women know if they're going to sleep with a man before they actually go out with them that same night.
Would
like they
y'all,
already-
would y'all say no?
No, I would disagree.
You would
Because I
disagree
need to
that?
get to know you first. I need to see how the date goes. And then if I'm going to let you get to that level. And if I don't feel
okay.
like it's going to get to that level, I'm be like, no, I'm okay, thanks. Bye, I gotta go.
Yeah,
like, all right,
if
I'm gonna
you-
head out. That's
So if
fine
you
by
weren't
me.
feeling it, you would throw some signs out there like, "Hey, you're probably not gonna get what you want tonight."
Oh, yeah, facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. Like,
Oh, okay. You're like,
I
after this, I gotta go do this.
oh yeah, I'll
Yeah,
have my homegirl
yeah.
call me and be like, "Hey, bitch, get me out of here!" Like,
Hey,
call
tell me you got plans
yeah,
tonight.
I need to pick you up, baby. Say less. I'm on the way. Like,
Okay, what
yeah.
about you? Would you do something like that as well? If it wasn't like the ideal first date, or would you even? It sounds bad to say it that way. Would you give it up the first date if it was like you were feeling the guy?
No, it's definitely not.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Even if you were feeling him beforehand. Why is that?
I don't know, because I feel like I have to respect myself. If I give it up on the first night, he's gonna think I don't respect myself.
I would not. I would argue that as well. I know about 2 or 3 relationships we had on here where they slept the
Really?
first night and they've been together ever since. We're talking 5-6 years deep now.
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they slept the first night, but it's just like the connection was good and people
Yeah.
are different, so it just
The
flows
flow was
and-
there,
The flow
yeah.
is there, and if it's easy, you're just like, hey, why would I break this easier situation up to just go struggle in another one to figure out if this is even a connection or not? So I think it just really depends on you and that person. But giving it up on the first night, just to let ladies know, it's not bad if you do give up on the first night, as long as you know what you're doing. It's not bad.
It's really not. I mean, everyone thinks like, okay, yeah, if I give it up, like he's gonna think I'm sleeping with just about anybody, right? I mean, I don't want to use the word whore, but that's really
Whore. No,
You know what I'm saying? Whore. But I don't think that's the case because, you know, I've experienced that where it's like, yeah, well, you know, something happens the first night and it's like we'll continue talking after that. I don't ghost or nothing like that. Now, if I see something along the way that I don't like, then okay, I'll just let it be known. It ain't for me. Or sometimes, you know, some of these girls, they don't like the way I do things in a sense, right? I'm very transparent. Like I let you know ahead of time what it
Yeah.
is that I'm looking for. And if
Exactly.
you don't like it, it's cool. Hey, we had a good time.
Hey,
She knows
Melinda, I don't know who
She's
you're
condoms.
talking to. Are you saying red dress or Valerie?
100%.
Oh, I'm very basic. She's probably talking about.
red dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red dress. She gave you a compliment. She's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, not me. My shirt says jump him.
Hey, appreciate you, Melinda, for checking in. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate you, Melinda. Hey, do you want us to rate your Instagram again? I'm just joking. We'll get it. We'll get.
We're
into
gonna
that
get
right
into
now if you want
Instagrams
to.
in a bit.
Wait,
yeah.
do you want me to ask this question or?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
got
Okay, okay.
David, don't interrupt.
okay, I'm sorry.
It says, if your homeboy wanted to date your wife, if you die, would you still consider him a friend?
Shit, that's a hard question. Wait. So you're dead.
You're dead, like deceased, like dead. And
I would.
your homeboy wanted to date your wife, would you still consider him as a friend?
Yo, that's a good question. That's a really good question because I know about 2 or 3 scenarios where the husband did die and the best friend got with the husband, and then I was like talking to the daughters and stuff like that, and they were telling me that. That's a hard question. You go first.
Okay. Can you repeat the question one
Yes,
more
I
time?
can. It says, if your homeboy wanted to date your wife, if you die, would you still consider him a friend?
But I'm fucking dead. How am I
I'm dead.
considering
Yeah, I'm
anybody?
about to say I'm dead.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay,
I get
so-
it. Okay. Say everyone thinks I'm dead, and then I come back.
Thinks I'm dead.
Thinks I'm fucking dead, right? I
Rise from
disappear
the
for a few
dead,
months,
just-
maybe a year or whatever, right? And then I come back, and then I find this out. No, 100%. I'd be like, yo, like that's to me. Anytime that one of my boys, right, and I mentioned this in the last video, but anytime my boys, again, are part of a tribe or a circle, that's what it is. You're in my circle for a reason. You know, and any girl that I see that any of my boys are dating, they're completely off limits for me. Doesn't matter if you died, doesn't matter if like you went away and then you guys broke up and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to talk to this girl ever again. To me, you're off limits 100%.
Hey, that actually makes sense, and I'm going to agree with
go
you
ahead.
just because I thought of the aspect right now of if he got with her after I was dead, it just meant that there was that underlying
Connection there.
connection that he always did want her.
Yeah.
So then it was like, really, was that your homeboy?
Yeah.
And he wasn't. So actually, because I remember when they told me that, and I was like, yo, that was his best friend that got with your mom. And I was like, damn, that hurts.
What
so
it-
now
what
when
it-
he said it in that perspective, I'm like, okay, I remembered how I felt whenever they told me, yeah, that's da 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 da. And I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, actually, nah, yeah.
Yeah.
What if he hits you with like, oh, I'm just trying to take care of her. Like, I'm
Well,
just trying
hold
to-
on.
I'm
There's
just
two
trying to look
different.
out
There's two
for
different
her.
things to that because I can actually say that. Let's say one of my boys does die, and he has a whole family. We're very close, and I'm able to provide like that. 100%, I'm taking care of them. Now, it doesn't mean that
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be over there fucking trying to sleep
her.
with
Like,
this girl
in the
and shit. No,
relationship, yeah.
hell no.
Take care of her.
I'll take care of them.
Yeah.
That's different.
Okay.
That's
But
different.
you know, I'll have my own thing going on in the background. Like, hey, look, whatever you need, I'm here. That type of deal. Because
Gotcha.
we built a bond between me and your I don't even know what you call him. What do you call
Your
him?
ex-husband. now.
Ex, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%. I would take care of them in that aspect, but I would not personally. Me, I wouldn't do all that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Destiny, tell me, what are you can give me just a different number, but I would say 3 to 5 most important things in building a relationship from your perspective.
Building a relationship.
Building a
What's
relationship.
important?
Yeah.
Three to 5 most important things in building a relationship with your man. Basically, building the foundation of y'all's relationship.
Communication. Yeah.
3 to 5, you
3
said?
to 5,
3
yo.
to 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Tag me in, tag me in.
No, I would say communication is 1 because I feel like a lot of guys lack that communication. So
okay.
I would say that. Shit. Hey, I'm gonna tag you back in, girl.
So just communication. That's all y'all can. That's it.
Communication is the main one
God,
for
you
the.
have to be loyal. Like, fuck.
This is a good question. I'll stop you guys real quick. This is a good question to ask because most people don't know off the top of their bat what they stand for when they're going into a relationship and what they want. What are their boundaries? What are they willing to accept? What they're not willing to accept, right?
Oh, facts.
So that's why I tell a lot of women that a lot of the time once they go through a breakup is go find what makes you happy, because what makes you happy is going to help set the boundaries of what you're willing to and not willing to accept as a woman. And it's the same thing as a man. Like, what are you willing to and not willing to accept from your lady? So it goes vice versa. For me, I would say communication, honesty, adapting, and respect are the main 4 things that I would want to build in a relationship as the foundation. Because I would say adapting is maybe different from the other 3 just because a lot of people aren't willing to adapt. They're not willing to change and cater to the other person, because the whole point in a relationship is to cater to the other person and try to help them. Like, obviously they should be happy, but you want to cater to also give them happiness while you're with them. So that's why I would say adapting is different from the other 3. I like
that. I've never heard adapt before, so I do like that. Yeah. I would say respect is a big one too. And I want you to be like emotionally available. Like,
that would go back to communication. But yes. But no, because as communication, on our end, we keep a lot of things in. Yeah. So a communication is being emotionally intelligent, saying, hey, this is how I feel. I don't like that you did that or that you posted that. So I'm letting you know now. And that's when you would say, hey, if you don't like that, I'll either try to post less of that or I'll do different things to cater to what you're willing to and not willing to accept in our relationship. I can see what my actions were tiptoeing on that boundary line. So you know what? I need to step a little bit back and cater to what you want as a man of not stepping on your boundary line. Same way as if you didn't like your man maybe being so friendly with other women or the server with y'all, then you would tell him that and he'd be like, okay, cool. I will just allow you to order a order for us maybe, or you order my food for me or whatever the case is, right? It kind of just goes back and forth like that. Gotcha. From my perspective.
Yeah.
Everyone just like looked at me. Okay, that was good. I mean, everything that he mentioned, like, that's on point, right? Yeah. You know, we're very conscious of that too, in the sense that in order for you to build a relationship, like, you know, I think Erica mentioned it there, like communication, consistency, respect. Consistency is. There's a lot of things you can mention, right? But it really comes in naturally from a person's values too. Right. So can you understand a person's values? What is it that they stand for? What is it that holds them grounded? And what wakes them up every day to be like, I'm going to be the best person I can, you know, and whatever it is that I do. Yeah. And so, you know, when you can understand a person that way, I feel like the communication is just, it meshes well and it flows well. Right. So that's very important. But you have a question?
Let's take a shot.
Let's take a shot.
We can get into rating both of y'all's Instagrams.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to get rated first?
We can do mine first. It doesn't matter. I don't really care.
Hey, it is what real quick, big shout out for the red dress and then matching our whole setup.
Yeah.
Straight up. I know you weren't really trying, but you actually made it all line up.
Let's do that. Let's take a shot.
Yeah, let's take a quick one. And this one is shout out to the producer in the back.
Yes, sir.
That's a big one, bro.
That's a big one? I can't measure mine. It's like fucking pouring over here.
Hey, I am not an alcoholic. This is literally one of the only days out of the week that I'm drinking. Chill. Because as somebody that works out consistently, you cannot be drinking alcohol. You cannot.
That's very much debatable.
Well, actually,
that is very much debatable because I work out.
As a guy, because for you to build the physique you want, girls are a little bit different.
I guess that's true.
I drink, as bad as it sounds, I almost drink every day. And it's because of my job. That's why.
Stress, huh?
No. I have to take out clients for happy hour. All right, anyway. So.
Hey, sounds like a great time to me.
Melinda says, I hate nonchalant men. What about y'all? Do y'all hate nonchalant men?
Yes. Get away.
Why? Y'all just don't like guys that are like cool.
Like, it gives me, like, I don't care vibes. Like.
It's not that we don't care. We just, again,
like, you're trying to play it cool.
Men are so used to putting our emotions to the side to let situations play out. So it's not about being nonchalant. It's just about really holding our emotions together. And y'all, no offense, y'all are more emotional creatures. So your emotions will come out quick.
Yeah, so give me that emotion back.
No. Men are just not like that. We do not.
Some of them are. Some of them are.
Whatever. Hey, Erica, I would argue you're an alcoholic. I would argue that, Erica. All right, Roger, can we get into their Instagrams, please? And, ooh, what the heck is that? Okay. And after that, I got a question for these ladies. We got 3 Instagrams we're going to rate today. We're just going to go off of, if you don't know this person, what would you think of them when you come across their Instagram?
Okay.
Val wants to go first. So
Yeah, you
right
can
there.
do mine first.
All right, so we're looking at yours
I'm
first.
sexy.
See where real quick, women would say sexy. Me and Ariel would probably say promiscuous.
Promiscuity.
That first one for sure.
That's-
This other one for sure. But it's cool. I
What
get it.
other
I get
one?
it. This bottom one underneath where his clicker's at. No. Up. And underneath that one. Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one's a transformation picture.
Okay, that's
my
a
trainer.
good transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out
Cool.
to your trainer for real. He doing
Nah,
some
for real.
work.
Baby
Okay.
Jesus,
But
shout out
actually,
to
it
you,
does go.
baby.
It does go back to you though. He's just telling you what to do. You just gotta listen.
I gotta
so
follow
you are
through.
listening. Yeah, you are listening.
I just gotta follow through.
Okay, cool. Okay, just keep going down. So would you say you're a model, or you're
I say I dabble.
a dibble and dabble in modeling? Okay. So if I just seen it, I would say it's a little bit of both. You do modeling and then you just want to have fun. If
Yeah.
I'm looking at your profile, which I am, so I would probably give you like on a promiscuity level, like a 9. But if I'm if I'm looking at it just off of what I can just tell, like the photos do look professional and stuff, so I'd probably say like an 8, 8.3.
Cute.
8.3, yeah.
Cute.
I give it an 8.3 on. Yeah. See, these are better pictures. See, why can't you? Yeah, this
That's
is better.
correct.
Well, that's
These
like
are
it's like a phase, right? So it's like you go through a phase, and then
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. Now you're going to a new
And
phase.
she's
Yeah.
becoming more confident, so that's why she's like, let me post more of these quote unquote promiscuity pictures. No offense, no, but that's true though. As you gain more
Yeah, yeah,
confidence,
yeah.
you're more willing to show yourself.
that's basically what it is.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can tell. Yeah,
No,
see,
I
I can tell
100%
that.
agree.
I can see that just by looking at the bottom and moving up towards the top for sure.
Because
Yeah.
before, no confidence.
What do you got? What are you gonna give yourself? I give you an 8.3.
8.3?
Yeah, like you don't look like a hoe.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
just being- you don't look like a hoe on that
Yeah.
one.
Thank
Just because
you
I can tell what you're
so
talking about.
much.
I like her.
Okay, so what you gonna give her?
What do you?
I'm gonna give her a 10. She's sexy.
Hey,
See,
period.
this was
10.
This is the delusion. So you're telling me this
Not
whole
even.
profile is
It's
perfect.
delusional. You know why? Because I feel like everyone has
I'm
room
like,
to
put in the
improve.
comments
Yes.
what do you
Everyone
Yes,
has
yes.
room to improve, and if
She
you give a
has
full on
improved.
10,
She did her before
I
and
did
after.
improve.
Yes.
with the most recent.
even look, I'll even tell myself like my own Instagram, I won't give myself a 10.
Same.
There's so many
Same.
fucking things that I can
Mm-mm.
improve on.
So many things.
You know, because essentially what we're looking at is a resume. Instagram
Yeah.
is a full-on resume. Why?
Yeah.
Because if you're in the dating marketplace, this is your resume to date.
For sure.
Look,
yeah, I
so we
agree.
don't
I would
know-
give
Straight up.
myself an 8.
we don't know you, so we're just looking at the resume right now.
No, for sure.
The rest was the experience. Like.
And then look at all the things at the top where she's been.
All my travel places.
Yeah, promiscuity.
Promiscuity.
Sorry, I like
It's
to
too
travel.
busy. It's too
It
busy
is.
for
It's
me.
Like there's got to be a
That's
guy.
okay.
There has to be a guy throughout that whole
Shit.
8 different places you've gone. There
You
has,
would- you would
so
think.
you're telling me at all those places you didn't take one guy with you, whether he was a friend or whatever.
No.
So it was women's trips.
Either myself or with women, yeah.
Okay.
Click on one of the
We're
highlights.
just going off perception.
Hey.
Perception. I'll believe you. I'll
Next
believe
week
you.
I'm going on a trip by myself.
I'll
That's all
give
I
you
gotta
benefit
say.
of the doubt. I'm gonna give. Who's taking those pictures?
Yeah, who's flying you out?
Who's flying me out? Nobody. Me,
Okay.
myself,
I'm
and
kidding.
I.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right.
Now
Yeah.
let's get to Des. Wait. You didn't give your. What'd you give her?
Promiscuity level. We're talking, definitely a 9.
Yeah, it's up there. More in these recent times, but I get it.
Resume level, I'd be about a 7.5, 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Now let's get to Destiny. Would
Alright.
you give yourself an 8? Okay.
I said an 8. Yeah.
An 8.
Okay.
Like you
Alright.
said, always room for improvement.
Yes.
All right, Destiny, Cash.
Hers is a little bit more just there.
I'm not big on
which is cool.
Nah,
That's-
you're
that's
big on
good.
Instagram. Quick, how many posts you have? Does it say?
Yeah, 33.
Just 33.
Oh, there you
Not
go,
a lot.
33.
Okay,
Okay, I guess,
She's
yeah,
chilling
yeah.
on the post.
Yeah.
I could see
Very
that.
low key.
I could see that. That's actually good. From a guy's perspective, we do want women that are low key.
Okay, well, what's the
Is
definition of low key? Because it's not
Yeah,
low key.
is it?
That's
That one right there,
Yeah,
promiscuous.
y'all
That one right
that's
there,
not low key.
promiscuous.
That's not low key. Nah,
Yeah, that's not low key.
Not
But
low key.
go back to that. Wasn't that like years ago? Because look at the comments. Look, 250 weeks ago. Shit, when was that?
2018.
Okay, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going down a little bit just to see what else is down there. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too promiscuous.
Compared to mine, I'm like, oh my god.
You have literally maybe one picture that's promiscuous. The rest of these are kind of just. You give us men space to wonder what's there, which is what we would want, right? We're like, damn, what's underneath?
Damn,
that?
so you're always saying I
Intrigue.
just be out there.
No. Well, again, you're going through a different phase where you're really gaining this confidence. So you are going to show more of yourself, and you are doing more of the modeling picture. So that's a different perspective. I would say this is promiscuity level for sure, low as hell, because I only see one picture. But other than that, I would get a little bit of a sense of low key. So I'm gonna give this a 8.7.
On low key level?
No, just on the whole
Just
profile.
overall?
Like overall.
Yeah,
Got
overall. Like I'm gonna give it an 8.7 because I only see one picture that looks bad. The rest of them are kind of like, look, you got the mom picture. The rest of them are kind of just you're not trying to show too
Selfies.
much. It's kind of like, I mean, I see that one too, but even that one's not too bad. Like you're trying to have a good night that night. Yeah, I give it an 8.7.
What do you give it?
A 10.
Promiscuity level and full on resume.
On promiscuity, I would give it like a 5.
Okay.
No, if you want to say 6, say 6. It sounded like you was gonna say 6.
I would say a 5, and then overall, I would give it like an 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, promiscuity for me, I'd give it about a 6 for sure. I think it's that picture that does it for me.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure. Yeah.
Full on resume as well. I'd again 7.5 for sure. The only reason I say this is because I pay attention to detail, right?
Mm-hmm.
So quality wise, I want to see more of a clear quality kind of picture.
I
You know
can
what I'm
see what
saying?
you're saying on that. Yeah.
But other than that, it's a good profile. I like it.
What do you give yourself?
She's cute.
She's a 10 out of 10, baby.
10 out of 10.
All right, now,
out of
hey,
10.
now you guys are gonna rate us. So
Oh, thank
let's start with
God.
David.
Let's
Let's start with David. Go ahead, go ahead.
This one.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
my
you want to do it
goodness.
to us, so we're gonna do it
Hey,
back.
mine's not bad. I don't think mine's
Go ahead,
bad.
we'll start
at
with you.
least.
With me?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of this is clips, though, to be honest. So
Yeah.
the
Where
first one.
is?
Go down.
Where are
to
yeah, you
where-
gotta
you?
go a little bit further. Yeah, you gotta go a little bit further. Yeah, here now we start getting into the good. Oh nope.
It's
still
The
a little
nitty
bit.
gritty? Because
Yeah.
where are
Personal.
you?
Okay,
That's
but
his personal
I
page,
like
yeah.
to leave mine in a way of like you can see the evolution of David. So a lot of my stuff is old, and then it goes into now, and then.
Do you like to be
etc.
mysterious or what?
Yes, I'm very. Yeah, you only know me if you're hanging out with me in person.
Yeah, there you
makes
go.
sense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how it should be. And literally how it should
Yeah,
be.
the
See, that's
progress.
all process. That's all the progress, the process throughout the years, different times.
Okay.
So it's like you get to see it
Oh,
all.
there
evolve.
go the
there goes the
fingernail tattoos.
Yeah, and see, my whole thing is based off of. I don't even want to say it. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go. Y'all do
Go,
y'all's
go, go.
evaluation. I don't even want to tell y'all because y'all didn't describe
I'm
y'all.
gonna say you look like a family man.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
good.
with
I
the
appreciate
further,
that.
with the further pictures for sure.
I mean, all the other stuff, yeah, is not there.
Yeah. What date is this? I need to know what year.
These are like 20. Yeah, a little bit. further back.
2018. Holy shit.
Yeah, I look young for sure. You could tell.
Well, you were.
Yeah, I was young. Yeah, 1 to 10. Promiscuity. It's probably not there.
Where?
It's probably
No,
not
no,
there.
it's
Exactly.
not
It's
I
not
would give
there.
it like
It's
a
not
3.
A
Only
promiscuity.
because you have pictures like that.
But that's not even
Overall-
bad, yo. It takes a lot of work to look like that.
Overall rating of
I
it.
understand.
Yeah,
I definitely
Yeah,
understand.
you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, I would give it like a 6.
That's cool.
A 6.
Yeah.
Why do you say it's a 6 though?
Why? Because all of your recent posts are more like of the podcast, which is cool because that's your more main focus.
Yeah.
And then you have you further below, and then
That's
you
the
have
evolution.
family further below.
No,
But, like-
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it. 77 weeks ago. What is that? Almost 2 years.
2023?
Over 2 years exactly. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
If it's all part of the process, like I said, I want you to see the resume. Literally, me getting to grow.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all's. I didn't see all the dates on theirs, but yours did have that where it was later dates, and then you get to see it grow.
What would you give it?
A 5.
5?
Cool.
On promiscuity level too.
Or the whole thing, or the whole thing,
Or
the whole thing.
overall.
The whole thing, you look like a nice man. You look like you work out. You're a family man.
Oh, I appreciate it. They don't like that, Ariel. They don't like family men. Get it? I get it.
They like family, man.
They
No,
like-
family
they like
man is a
family
cool
man.
thing,
I
bro.
don't know. That's what it sounded like, but it's cool. We'll keep it going.
No, they like that. They definitely like that.
No, the ones I
Yeah.
want, they like that. I don't know about y'all. The ones I want, they like family men.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, it kind of goes back to like we said before. With me being more of a family guy, you could see more that I could provide all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like that
Yeah.
same kind of concept. Dang,
Oh,
I
there's
guess.
Tori.
So basically, you should say I should look like a hoe. I can do
Who
that. I can
said?
for sure show you I can look like a hoe. on
Not
here.
what I said.
My bad, not a hoe, a whore.
Yeah, a whore.
He
A
said,
whore.
hot dog.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back. Let's go to Ariel's. Let's get off of mine.
He said,
And
stop
then
the
we'll get
pressure.
into this last one. No, there is no pressure. We'll get into this last one, and then we'll see where we're gonna go. Yeah, he looks like a hoe. Look at all these fucking trips he's been on. No, just
See, you want to talk about
I'll just play. Hey, we're
Hey,
men. We
I ain't
do
flying.
that
Who's
normally.
flying you out to those trips?
Who's flying
Don't
you
be
out?
a hypocrite.
Hey, Ariel,
I
wish
ain't
he
flying.
had some women flying him out.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
All right, let's go down a little bit.
Crazy.
Yeah, let's go down a little bit. Let's check out the bottom of his profile, and we'll work
Yeah,
our
go
way
ahead,
up.
scroll further down.
Well, there's not too much, anyways. I don't think, right?
Yeah, no, he only had like 37 posts. I
Yeah,
think I
not
saw.
too
Something
many.
like that.
Classy.
Classy.
Bougie.
Bougie.
I definitely get bougie vibes for sure.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I only see that on like 3 pictures. The rest of them look like some regular
Very
pictures.
debatable.
That doesn't give me bougie. I mean,
Nah,
he's
ain't
chilling
bougie.
that day. I see you're chilling that day.
Yeah.
Even all 3 of these are kind of chilling.
Yeah.
Even that's kind of chilling. Even the far left one was chilling. This one gives me you live on a ranch. You got your own
Just
ranch.
because of the hat.
Yeah, the hat gives,
yeah, 100%.
The hat gives me you got a ranch.
It was something like Quince, dog. Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now this is where the bougie. These 9 photos right here
The
are the
more
bougie.
professional
Yeah, these
photos
are all
are
the
coming
bougie
in.
right here. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
These are the
Yeah, I
bougie
know.
for sure. What we got? What we giving it? I'm gonna give. I don't even need to give my rating. I feel like I gave my rating already. My boy a 10.
Get out of here. Nah.
Oh, shit.
Overall, I give it like
That's a 0. No 0
Yeah.
promiscuousness in this whole profile.
I give it like a 7
Okay. Yeah.
or a 7.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got?
overall? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall
yeah.
resume, everything. Cause he ain't got no.
Because there ain't
promiscuous.
no.
Yeah, he ain't got no
Yeah,
shirtless
no.
pictures or nothing. Like he don't got none of
Very
that.
reserved, very
Yeah, you don't know unless
to
you know.
himself.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Unless
good though.
he wants you to get
Yeah,
to know
you
him.
don't know unless you know, which
Yeah.
is good. That's how you would want your man to be as a woman, I would think, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't know unless you know. And if
I already
you know,
looked at his
and if you
Instagram
know,
earlier.
that's not good, right?
I did. I was like, who's this guy? Well,
So
let me
what
see.
you got, Destiny? What you giving him?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Why would you give it an 8 and she gives it a 7?
I don't
I
know.
said a 7.5.
What's the difference? Oh, no, you said a 7.
I said 7.
Oh, now she's trying to add it up, break it up.
You didn't hear me say
Okay, so
that.
2 8s? Are we going 7.5 on both y'all or 2 8s? What is it? You gonna have to if you're going
I
up.
said
Yeah.
7.5.
Me in the
She
middle.
gave
Okay,
it
give him a 9.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Hey, that's cool.
She went up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Why though?
Yeah, I think it's because they find you attractive. That's what it
Yeah,
has to
attractive,
Yeah.
classy. He
be.
does.
Very demure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that means,
demure
but
is
yeah,
what
I
they
get it.
feel, right?
Demure.
It goes back to that
I hate
mysterious.
hearing that.
He's mysterious.
So the mystery. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you're saying with me there's no mystery, or it's because I have a kid? Which one is it?
I feel like he's just more reserved compared to you.
Yeah. So they're saying you're not as confident, bro. No, I'm just
No,
playing.
he's
I'm just
confident in like a
playing.
different
I was just
way.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
completely- we are
Yeah,
completely,
two completely
confident.
different people.
Well, that's literally
Yeah.
that's why it works out. We're completely different people, completely different mindsets.
Confidence in
everything.
2 different levels.
I like what you
yeah.
guys said though.
Yeah.
Like in the sense that like if you want to get to know me, you get to know me. You don't get to know me through there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Because social
That's how it
media
should be.
only portrays like only a certain amount, like what you want to see.
And social media is fake.
Yeah.
I mean, it really
To a
is
certain
fake.
extent,
No,
yeah.
no, it's fake. Like I'll literally see things that are here, and they're like, "Yo, I'm about to go up," and then
No,
literally
yeah,
in real
yeah.
life, I'm like, "You ain't really doing shit."
No.
Yeah.
But like they portray what they want you to see.
Yeah.
It's perception.
For
shit.
sure.
It's all fake. It's
For
all
sure.
fake. So you know, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right, Roger. Let's get into that next one. If they ended up doing what they were supposed to do and everything like that,
Did they accept you or not?
they should have. Should have already been.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Let it
Cool,
load,
cool,
let it
cool.
load, let it load. All right, let's get this perspective. Let's roll down. Let's go down a little bit because you gotta roll down. We'll
How
roll
many
up.
posts was that? I didn't see.
I didn't see it, but let's go down a little bit. All right. So what are we getting right here? I don't see any promiscuous vibes. That's good. No.
Yeah, no,
promiscuity.
for sure.
I see mom vibes for sure.
Yeah, very family oriented. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
I can see there's no man. No offense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's no man in here. There's no,
I didn't
there's no
say
man in here.
anything.
I would say you're a mom for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this an 8.9 on just the profile alone.
I'm
like
gonna
if
give it-
somebody sees
I'll give it an 8 too.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like an 8 because like she's a mom, but she wants to have fun based on other pictures. That
Yeah,
I
like,
saw.
but there's
Like,
no promiscuity in there. So
No, for
I'm
sure.
digging that as a man just because it's like you're not really needing, you know, the validation is not there for you to show your body.
Yeah.
You don't need that validation to be like, oh, I need people to give me that boost of confidence every day and stuff like that. She literally has that within her because there's like
Oh
no
damn,
pictures of her
1,500
body.
posts is a lot.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah.
That is a lot. But she might just be a normal person.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Right.
yeah,
But I was just like,
I mean,
holy shit, that's a
the
lot.
followers to the following is actually pretty good for 1,500 posts, to be
Yeah.
honest.
What about you?
Yeah, that gives me mom vibes. So I'm going to give it 8.9.
8.9.
Yeah, I give it about an 8.
8? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
You're at an 8. What are you at?
8.
8. So all y'all three are at 8. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. So we're going to give this profile an 8.
Cool.
All right, Roger, you're next.
Is that a bias rate? Was that a bias rate too?
No, how is that a bias rate? It's literally, there's
Like-
no promiscuity in there. There's, y'all both had like a little bit of it, and you were
No, I know
more on the
because you know
modeling
that
side.
person. That's why I said, was that bias?
Nah, if you want
but
me,
that's
you
all-
want me to
that's
say a
all,
7?
No,
You want
I
me
was
to say a
just
7?
asking.
That's all the, you know, the shows.
That's what they posted. I'm
Yeah.
going off of
Podcast.
what they posted. I'm not, and all she has is mom stuff. So what you want me to
do we
think?
do Marissa?
Yeah, let's do Marissa.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah.
Let's do whoever, and then after this, we'll take another one, and then we'll get into this next question. Damn, yo, time is flying by. I think it's just flying by because you showed up late. No, I'm just joking.
Not him blaming
It's
you.
not me calling you out. I'll just play.
So this is Marissa here.
All right, yeah, let's go down a little bit, and we'll work our way up.
Yeah.
All right, right there where the purple dress is in the middle. Where you're, yeah, okay. What? How far is that? Can you click on it, please? We got 2023. So this is about a year ago.
Yeah.
A little over a year ago. Okay.
Cool.
Let's just work our way up. Okay, she got a girl in that one. I'm getting model vibes too, but still feeling
she's
very
sexy.
promiscuous.
Yeah, same.
I'm feeling promiscuous on that. Wait,
That's,
what's the post looking like?
Go down.
118. Okay, not bad. Followers is up there. Yeah, she got a lot of simpy men up in her followers. Simps.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Nothing
yeah.
but simps in this shit.
I can confirm that. You know why?
Yeah.
Because
No disrespect,
you were
but
one?
these pictures are
no,
lovely.
actually, no.
Yeah,
So
that one in the
that's-
green. Yeah, that's a good
No,
one.
so that's my sister.
This is your sister?
Yeah, that's my sister.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Compared to your page?
What? What about my page?
This page ain't even bad.
Yeah, it
This
ain't
page
bad.
even bad.
No, I
that's
know,
my
but her
sister.
page is great.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what I'm saying.
She's been learning. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, close your eyes there.
She's been learning
Close
some
your eyes right
tactics
now.
and all that. Like I
Hey.
teach her, I guide her certain ways as to
Do what
what
you
to
gotta do,
avoid.
baby.
What to avoid, right?
Montana's profile is still down.
Nah, it's up. Nah, you can bring him up. He's in the. He
Go to the.
should
Oh
be-
yeah, should have went to the more right there maybe.
yeah.
Oh yeah, right there. Oh that. Oh yeah, there it goes.
Go to tag photos, maybe. No, I tagged them in there.
Or that live right there.
If not,
that
just
live.
type in Montana. Yeah,
Inspector.
Too much.
there you go. Yeah, Mr. Montana.
Oh, he a.
Tag posts.
Oh, after
So-
this, I can see he a hoe.
So those are all my. Those are all my
Tag posts.
siblings. Those are my
just
siblings.
play it.
Okay,
Marissa's
cool.
there. My brother, my younger brother.
Wow, his has really good hair.
Yeah, he does curly hair and stuff. Yeah.
It's very nice.
All right, so what y'all thinking? I'm gonna give him.
That picture.
Y'all wearing the same cowboy hat?
Yeah, they just went back
yeah,
and forth.
yeah, straight up, straight up.
Fucking traded
He
it.
kept it.
You take a picture. I'll take a picture.
Same place that we took the same picture too.
Different
Like,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's this kind of the same thing where it's like it's mysterious. So you want to give it more because you want to figure out what's underneath it. So I'm gonna give it like an 8.6 because it is mysterious. There's not too much there, but you kind of wonder what is deeper than just right here on these 10 posts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, right there you can tell
limited.
he's a nerd right there with that one. All right, so what are we thinking? I would say 8.6. 6, okay.
I need more.
Yeah. Is he married?
Nah, see, but you don't know
See,
that.
exactly.
It's
I want to know
mysterious.
more.
Yeah, that picture.
I wanna know
that
more.
picture's crazy.
More
Yeah,
too. So
I need more.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what
yeah.
you thinking overall?
Overall, I give it a 9.
Okay, you give it a
Yeah.
9. Dang,
Okay,
you got a 6.
yeah.
Are you saying he's a 9 because you find him attractive? Because you're giving him a 6.
well,
Are you
he
giving him a
is
6?
attractive, but I
Okay.
give him a 6 just because like I need to see more.
Yeah. I give it a 9.
I need more information.
Got you.
Yeah.
10 posts is
what you-
not enough.
Eric, what you giving him, a 10? I'm just like,
Yeah, what are you giving him, a 10?
Nah, I feel like he could work on it. He can work. He knows this.
Yeah, get the cars out that shit.
Yeah, he can work on it. I'll give him an
Actually,
8.
can I borrow
8,
that car?
8.5. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Bro.
All right.
Got
Cool.
some cooking. I
So-
need a car.
You got a question?
Yeah, I do got a question.
Go for
let's
it.
take a shot real quick. I mean,
All right, let's
shit,
do
that's
it.
the end of it. Fuck.
Go ahead. Yo, time is flying. That's
Anybody shot
crazy.
the clock. That's what I
Fast
heard.
as hell. Like, we got about another 30, 40 minutes left.
I got one good question too.
Yeah.
I got one good question.
All right, yeah,
as
I'll
well.
let you go ahead with your question, then, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once
You
we
want
take
like a-
once we
like
take
half
this shot.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
All right, bet. All right, cheers.
All right, what we got?
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Melinda, I don't know who you're saying 10 to 10 to, but now you're known for Fitness Connection. Damn right. All right, Melinda, you are correct.
Ooh.
Everybody knows me at Fitness
God
Connection. Literally everybody knows me at Fitness Connection.
Okay.
David's favorite word, yeah, promiscuous. It actually is my word. Wait till we get our merch, guys. That's gonna be on one of the merchandise.
Promiscuous?
Yes,
You
it
need
is.
one of them.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
gonna be a fire one. Hey, actually, that will get into our. I'll let you go, and then I'll ask my
Go,
question.
go. Oh,
no, go ahead.
okay.
You already know my question.
All right, so no, go ahead. Let's hear it. Go ahead. I know where it's
Alright,
going.
We'll go with you first, Destiny,
ahead.
because but for real, I want you to be honest.
What was
Don't
the
lie.
question?
No, I'm about to ask you right now.
She was
All
like,
right,
I
no,
didn't hear
Go
you.
for it.
I want you to be honest though, because this actually does matter in terms of the whole aspect. Do you have promiscuous friends? And this goes for both of y'all. Do you have promiscuous friends?
Okay, I work at a strip clubs.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said, of course. All right. We'll get into you, and then we'll go into
Promiscuous
it.
as in what? Like, can you elaborate?
You know what
Like,
promiscuous means?
nah.
Promiscuous means you're looking for more opportunity elsewhere, or just in general. You're gonna, he looks fine. He wants to talk to me. Do you have promiscuous friends? I'm not saying you, but do you have promiscuous friends?
I would say yes and no. Like both. Like, I'm a 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for us, we would not want y'all to have promiscuous friends because of that reason. Because you are the sixth of the 5 people you hang around with.
Oh, for
So
sure.
if your 5 people are promiscuous, they're just feeding different things into you that you don't even realize psychologically.
Oh, yeah.
Where you will just become promiscuous. So
But-
that's why we would not want you to have promiscuous friends. And that's why we ask you, do you have promiscuous friends? Because if your friends are promiscuous, then it just leads us to think
That
you
you're
are
gonna end up that way, too.
Not even end up, that you actually are as well promiscuous.
So I feel like that kind of goes the same way for women, too.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm only talking
Yeah.
about y'all. I'm not talking about us.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So you would say where you work, there are a lot of wait again. Are these your acquaintances or are they your friends? Just because you work with them doesn't mean they're your friends, because that's completely different.
I have 2 that are my friends.
Your friends are some of them are promiscuous, or like maybe 2 or 3.
2, I would say 2.
Okay. Do y'all talk about that kind of stuff, like what they do and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you ever think about like, dang, that kind of sounds fun?
No.
She's like, hell
That was gonna kind of
no.
lead into that, right? Where like, do you think that if you have promiscuous friends, do you feel that they influence you in some kind of way?
No, not
No?
at all. I'm very strong-minded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elaborate a little bit more with that.
What do you mean?
Give us
No, in a sense of like,
Can you
like
give us an
what,
example?
what is it that is it temptation that's just like nah, like
I don't get tempted easily.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right, what about you, Val? You said 50-50.
So you feel like some of
Yeah.
that influence kind of taps into you in a sense?
Not to me. Like she said, I'm a very strong-minded person. If I don't want to do something, I ain't finna do it.
Yeah.
So, nah. If I'm not feeling it,
Okay.
All right, real quick. So in those 4 months that you were talking to that guy,
oh man.
was there a point where you were like, yeah, I like him, I'm going to give it up?
No.
So you're telling me on the first date is when you were like, yeah, I think this.
Well, yeah, because I had to fill him out. I had to see if like his
You
person.
couldn't fill him out those first 4 months?
Yes, but
'Cause-
not like. But like in person, you give a different vibe off
Yes.
versus through like
Text, yeah,
text.
for sure.
or even through like a phone call.
So you're saying
like,
those first 4 months y'all didn't like hang out or date at all?
nothing,
That's crazy.
nothing.
Y'all were literally just talking.
just talking consistently, like yeah,
Yo, he was putting in work for real.
put it in work.
It makes sense why you gave it up to me at first. So
Yeah.
He was putting in work.
No, but that's why I said the buildup was there. You know,
That's way too. Hold
That's
on.
way
Hold
too
on.
long,
Hold
right?
on. Because
Do you hear that? That's
Nah,
way too
straight
long.
up.
And
Like-
he brought flowers, bro.
Yeah,
he brought
no,
flowers.
no, no.
Flowers,
That's-
he picked me up. Like
He's not that confident in a guy then, because if
Nah,
you're
he
confident,
was-
you're shooting. You're shooting.
No, for sure. Not only that, but you weren't as attracted to him within those 4 months. Let's just be real.
Because you would have been like, when are you
Yes.
going to take me
oh
out?
no, because it wasn't up to me. Because I'm shooting the shot straight up. Like
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
no, it
you
is
what's
to
up.
you. It
Yeah,
is to you.
yeah, yeah.
It is up
No,
to you.
I
Because,
am.
so why
So-
did you not ask him out within those first 4 months?
Oh, I did.
And he said no?
Either that. No, he didn't say no, but it was just
He
like
had something else going on.
Yeah,
That
he had
confirmed
something
it.
else going
was
on.
That
just
confirmed
like-
it. 100%. That
But
confirms
that's
it.
you not seeing through the red flags.
Nah, because if you don't want to talk to me, I'm not gonna talk to you.
No, I feel like she probably wasn't as involved. That makes
yeah,
sense.
like
She wasn't
if
as
you don't want
involved.
to give me the attention
Yeah.
that like you're trying to lead on, then like I'll put my attention elsewhere.
Yeah,
So
You know what I'm
then-
I
saying?
get it.
So
He was weighing out the options.
that's cool. We can all weigh out the options.
We could all weigh out the options.
Yeah, no, I
That's
get it. I get
basically
it.
what like
Oh
talking is. Like you
my
weigh
gosh.
out all your options.
Talking and dating is different. But I get with him, you were literally talking.
Not dating. I just said
you
I was
and him
single
were literally
earlier.
talking.
Okay, how do you feel about a man that you say you're on the first date and he tells you straight up like I'm dating other women? How do you feel about that?
That's cool, baby. So am I.
Okay.
Well, not
Yeah.
women, but like
Yeah. No, I get it.
He tells me on the first date he's dating other women.
Yeah.
Dating is just
Dating,
dating,
yeah,
not
just
in
talking.
relationships with. He's just
Like
dating
you ain't the
them.
only one. I got other girls going on.
Like I have another date tomorrow.
Yeah, I have another
Yeah.
date.
Well, he
That's
ain't gonna be
cool.
specific, but he's just gonna be like,
Well,
nah,
yeah.
look, yeah.
Are we
All right,
getting
next week.
serious?
No,
We're
this
just
is the
No,
first
just
date.
talking like
You're
I'm
just
gonna
dating.
take them out.
Yeah,
on a
first
date.
date.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure your question on both of you, your first question on the first day is, what is it that you're looking for?
Yep.
And if
The way
homeboy
you
straight
said
up
it, yeah.
tells you, well, look, I'm being selective right now. How do you feel about that?
That's fine.
I appreciate honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I feel like again, a lot of guys they hold back on that because
Very scared.
They're like, oh, she's probably not gonna dig that.
Yeah.
But I would argue that they respect it more, right? Because it's like, okay,
sure.
you're being honest with me. You know what I'm saying? You respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're weighing out your options because you're being selective on who you're going to bring into your life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's okay. I think it's a perfectly fine thing to do. Even, look, if I was to hear that from a girl, personally me, I mean, I wouldn't stick around, right?
What?
100%, because that means you got too much going on.
Yeah, if a man
It's
finds
too-
out you
it's
got
too
multiple
chaotic.
guys you're dating,
For
they
me-
can
That's
have you.
crazy.
They can
Yeah,
have you.
No,
They can have you. They can have
It's kind of
you.
going back to what we mentioned earlier, was that it's harder for us to get a lineup, quote unquote.
So you would rather have somebody like easier access to?
It's
I
not
just want a
easier
girl
access.
who
It's not easy
I
access.
just want a girl who sees the value in me, who says, "Look, this guy, the way he moves, the way he walks, the way you know what I'm saying, I see the value in him, right?" And I don't want a girl who's like too available to anyone else.
For sure.
If you can make yourself available to me and your availability is only to me, that's different.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
You tell
dig
me-
that.
You tell me you got 3 other dates lined up this week?
Hell no, bro. I'm out.
They can have
Oh.
you. They can have you.
But I
Take
feel
me,
like-
please, out the rotation.
But I
don't even
also
wanna
feel
be
like
in
that goes like I need your actions to match up with like your words.
That should be both hindsight,
you
men
would
and
think
women, right?
you would think But with modern day dating, that doesn't line up always.
But again, that goes back to accountability, seeing through the red flags. So with that being said, that leads me into my next question. And we're going to start with you because you're wearing red. So tell me 2 or 3 red flags that you would see on a first date that you can maybe think of off the bat. Maybe I'll give you one right now just from what you said. Personality would be a red flag for you, or even for you.
Yeah.
Like if the personality is not where you want it to be, that's already a red flag. Like, I'm probably not going to take this guy serious, right? This is the red flag in person, not text, in person, etc. So that's one. I'll give you 2 more. I want 3 from you, though, because personality. Yeah, she already said that.
Okay, personality. What's the question?
What are what are 2 red flags that you would see
flags.
in a guy? Yeah, in a guy.
Okay, so my last date. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is the one a month ago, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He gave me married vibes.
That's not what you want?
No.
No?
Who the fuck wants to date a married
A
man?
married man.
Oh, married man.
Yeah, he was already taken.
A
He was already
married
taken.
Oh,
Yes.
So he was
okay,
seeking
okay.
out of his marriage. Yeah.
I feel like that.
Just trying to get a fling going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Why did he give off those vibes though? What was it? Like, what signs were you thinking like, yo, you could be taken right now and you're just giving me the leftovers?
Ew.
It was,
Kiss with butts.
Say it. No, go ahead and say it. Hey, you might as well go ahead and say it.
it was hitting me up late night. Like
That I could see that for sure. Hey, I'm not
Hey,
gonna
sad
lie.
boy hours.
I'm not gonna lie.
do
Whenever
that.
I would normally hit up the girls that I just want to have sex with late night. I'm not even lying. After 10
He
p.m.
said
10
2
p.m. Hey,
a.m.
10 p.m. If I hit you up, that's all I want. That's literally all I want. I'm not
Let me-
even lying.
let me
ask-
That's
let me
all I want.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How long have you known this guy? Or did you know this guy?
not that long.
Okay. But he
It was
didn't display it anywhere that he was married or he had a family and all that? No.
Looked at the Instagram all
Okay,
that.
I'm a stalker. I'm a stalker.
Women are good at fucking like
Yeah,
finding
they, bro,
shit.
they do
We're a
research.
detective.
Okay, so during the first date, he's telling
Inspector
me that
Gadget.
he was married, but it was something that happened when he was younger. Like whenever he was like 18, he's 36.
Oh, so you're saying he might have been in like a 15 or 10-year marriage?
Okay, no. So he tells me he's married. But he said it's something that when he was a teenager, he's divorced.
Okay.
But I go back and look, something's told me, go look at his Facebook. Like search him up on Facebook.
Yeah, hey, that'd be
The
like
Facebook?
yeah, the
It is the
Facebook.
real key.
That's the
I'ma
that's the
let you
key,
know that
yo. That because
right
that thing
now.
goes back. That thing goes
Facts.
back. Yeah.
That shit
Hey,
goes
it'd be
back
sending
in
you
the
15 years
archives.
ago. You were doing this. 10
Hell
years ago, you were doing
I'm
this.
gonna look you up.
So I find the wife,
Ooh,
or
or the
That's
ex
crazy.
the ex-wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She's still referring to him as her husband.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But isn't y'all
Fuck.
situations kind of similar? If he was telling the truth to you,
That is true. That's a good point.
Okay, I'm honest
That's a
though.
good point.
I will tell you.
Yeah, you have to be upfront about it. Like, just tell me
And
about that.
So he didn't really give you the idea that he actually was single.
He told me that he was divorced. But the wife, when I look on Facebook, the wife is referring to him as the husband.
But
as
maybe
her
she's
husband.
not over it. A lot of the time that is. I know a situation right now where they've been broken up a year and a half, and I literally go look at his Instagram, and he still has the picture of them two together. And it's a year and a half later, and she's like, yo, we're broken up, we're done, it's completely over, it's this, and that. And I go look at his, and
Damn.
it's like, yo, I still want to try to make us work. So in his eyes, if y'all don't know, it does take men a lot longer to get over a relationship than it does y'all women. Y'all move on
100%.
y'all move on
100%.
quick. Y'all
because
are
you
on
have,
to the next.
Because you have options lined up.
It's because we're
100%.
mentally already over it before we get
You're
out
right.
of that relationship.
You're right.
Okay.
But still, it goes back to what I'm saying is that those relationships and those situations do happen. So maybe the woman is not over it yet, and he's like, yo, I've been checked out of this whole marriage situation, and then boom. Maybe it was that way, and you just didn't catch the flags that would have been green. That might have been green, and maybe you were thinking he was lying, but really he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
But then that goes back to honesty, and you even seeing through the red flags. All right, give us the third one. What's the third one? Red flag.
No, don't tag me in, baby.
She ain't ready yet. She's not ready yet.
You
She's
need
not
to
ready.
be 3. No.
I mean, 3 is not bad. 3 is not bad. I can tell you 3 right now on women.
Okay, go ahead then.
No, I want to ask y'all
Okay.
first. This is on y'all.
I did too. Go ahead.
Okay, think of something. What do you got?
Nah.
3 red flags. 3 red flags that you would see.
You have to communicate. Like, if we're seeing other people, you have to let me know. For sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Damn,
Red flags. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. The fact that maybe you can't see the red flags and just saying it right now shows me that you might just miss them when you're on the first date, second date, third date. You're missing the red flags. It just makes me feel that you would miss the red flags. And I could easily get what I want from you. I just need to put in a little bit of work.
Or maybe I'm just ignoring it because I want to.
That's true too. And again, that's what you don't want, because that's when you just get taken advantage of. You're like, oh, I'm gonna ignore the red flags because I like you so much, and that's bad.
I will only take advantage of if I want to be taken advantage of. Like, I won't let somebody do something.
Again, that's even worse, because you're literally you're literally like, oh, this guy is horrible for me, but fuck that, I still want to do it. He's so fine. He's this,
and then I'm gonna hit you with the SpongeBob meme. All right, I'm gonna head out.
After he already got what he wants. Yeah, that's exactly what we want.
Whatever I want.
Which was probably sex. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna head out.
And that's what we would want too. We want you to leave as soon as we're done.
Okay, so bye. Toodaloo.
Yeah. All right, so you can't give me no red flags.
No, I just said communication. That was the only one.
That's it. Yeah. So if I can communicate with you good and make you think it's something different, I can finesse you. That's what it's sounding like. That's the vibes I'm getting. That's the vibes I'm getting. Hey, because you don't get it, because guys, a lot of guys, when we're younger, we do just tell y'all what y'all want to hear instead of what y'all need to hear.
Yeah, but I also need like action to follow through. Like,
Yeah,
if
a
you're
lot
gonna
of the
say
times
something,
that's what it is. Yeah.
yeah, you can talk all about it all you want, but like if you're not gonna follow through with it, then like why do I want to hear you talk? You just wasting my time.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's easy, because I can tell you a bunch of things that I would say I'm gonna do and just
but
make
you
those
just
things
yapping
happen.
at that point.
No, I can make those things happen.
No, you can't. Not everybody.
I'll just take you on a nice, good first date. Boom. After that, you're
Oh,
already
okay,
hooked.
cool.
You're already hooked after the nice first date.
Okay, give me a steak, and then what?
Hey, I didn't say a steak. Hey, that's Ariel.
No,
That's on Ariel's side.
What? That's what?
Okay, so whatever.
We'll back it up a little bit. All right, what's the ideal first date for both of y'all? We'll start with you first, Miss Red. Give us an ideal first date for you. Ideal, like what would you want the guy to give you for the first date? The experience, everything like that. What would you want?
Damn.
Were we going on the first date?
Yeah,
The
first date.
pressure.
How would you want the first date? It's not even a lot of pressure, because how would you want the first date to go? You probably don't want it super extravagant, because now the expectations
I want
are
to
so
go on a
high.
helicopter ride around.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Around Dallas?
Yeah. If
Yeah,
that's the case,
that's
yeah,
cool.
I'm just smashing and I'm on to the next.
And
Because
then he
ain't no
said, all
fucking
right,
way.
he's gonna hit you with the SpongeBob meme, and he said, all right,
Yeah,
no,
ain't no way. I'm taking you on a
No,
first date.
no,
Am I
hey,
taking
wait.
you on a plane
No,
ride around
okay.
Dallas?
No,
Can
that's
I say
that's
mine?
cool.
Yo, if I'm spending that kind of money, ain't no way I'm thinking I ain't getting no
hold
pussy.
on,
Yeah.
because
ain't no way.
Hold on, I've done that in Vegas though. Hold
Did it
on, that's
happen?
different.
Did you get it?
Yeah, around
But
like
did you
Vegas
get
and
it?
shit.
But did you
yeah,
get
of
it?
course.
Exactly. So I'm saying, I'm not spending that kind of money if I do not think I'm
Vegas is
getting
different
pussy.
than Dallas.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Bro, I don't even care. Yo,
Two different
I don't
things.
care.
No.
If I'm taking you on a plane
No.
ride, there ain't no way I'm not thinking I'm getting pussy at the end of this whole
Okay,
date.
can I
Ain't
say
no
mine?
way. I'm telling you right now, ain't no way.
Bro,
Ain't no way. Oh.
as long as you pick me up, like, you finna show me, like, you finna be chivalrous, like, open my door, like, be courteous.
I think that's all part of the process, right?
Chivalry's
It's not,
dead.
because not
It
all,
should be.
No, okay, you would think, but not all men
Okay.
do that.
Chivalry
No,
is
100%.
dead. Chivalry is dead. So if you
Yeah.
find a man that's willing to give you chivalry, that's a green
I'm
flag.
like, okay, so
That's a green flag.
check. Okay.
That's a check.
Flowers? Okay, check. And
Whoa,
then we
whoa,
go
whoa.
out
That's
to dinner.
no, hold on.
Chill on
That's
the
a red
flowers,
flag
yeah.
though, because
Flowers.
no, hold
That's
on.
easy. That's perception
I would-
again.
You would
I would
think
say,
that.
I would
Nah,
say,
that's
hold on. I
perception.
would say chivalry is not dead. I feel it's a red flag if you don't do those kind of things, because you need to be like gentlemen.
We think that way. They don't think that way.
Okay,
Because
okay.
a lot of men in modern day dating is not like that.
Oh, so that's a red flag for you?
Yeah,
no,
it is.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
like, you don't do
what
it's a
the
red
fuck
flag.
is this?
No, for
Like,
sure, because I feel like it's a whole process, even through the texting to convince you to get you going on a
You
date.
kind of have like to
Hold on.
nurture.
100%, right? But even when you pick up the girl, like those little things of opening
Yeah.
the door and all that kind of deal, you have to do it. Open the door. You know what I'm saying? Get to your destination, park the
Yes.
car, open the door.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get out, walk on the side of the street. The woman
Yes.
walks inside. You know what I'm saying? You open the door into the restaurant, you
The
pull the
side of the
chair, you
street,
fucking
bro?
put, yeah, fuck yeah,
No,
of course.
A lot of men nowadays don't know that rule.
Guys like
that's
that
an
lack
easy
self-awareness.
That is an easy rule that you would think.
Yeah,
But
no,
a lot of
straight up.
men don't know that rule.
Straight up. Now, again,
Just say
this is how you lock it in, right? Because you do all these things. The woman is noticing this. She's like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
I'm saying,
He done moved me over.
100%. He's done
Hell
all
yeah.
this.
Move me
There's
over.
He
signs.
said, scooch over, babe.
There's signs that you're given throughout the night. Those
Mm-hmm.
telling signs, right? Is a woman shifting towards you?
Yep.
Is she not? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is she
Body
crossing her? Is
language.
she crossing her arms? Like, is she open? Whatever the case is, when you're walking outside of the restaurant after a few drinks, whatever,
Yeah.
if she's like guiding herself towards you, telling sign. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All those kind of things. And a lot of guys miss that. It's like, yo, like she's giving you all the fucking signs.
Yeah.
And again, right?
Just right over
Chivalry
their
is
head.
not dead. I don't think it is. Personally, me, like I feel like those are just mandatory. Right?
But I
say
feel
this.
like
Yeah,
it
go ahead. No,
goes
go ahead.
based on how you were raised too.
Self-awareness. No, hell no. Because you could be raised as a piece of shit and you can learn all these things.
No, I'll tell you this. I will
Yeah.
tell you this. As a man, I will personally, and that's why I say chivalry is dead.
Yeah.
I will personally not give a woman chivalry if I'm not gonna try to actually take her serious. So if I'm just trying to smash, I'm probably not gonna give you as much chivalry as I should because I'm already letting you know I'm not putting
I
you
want
on
one
that.
thing
I'm
and
not
one
putting
thing
you
only.
on- I'm not putting you on that standard. That's just me. I'm not putting you on
but-
that standard of
No,
I'm trying to be with
hold
you.
on,
Yeah.
but even it's all about the experience. You want to leave a lasting memory about you, even if you're not going to take her serious.
Yeah.
If you know and she knows that this ain't going nowhere, you're going to remember me one way or another.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
this dude was doing all the right things.
Exactly, exactly.
Bro,
You have to
I've
be.
had a guy like that say
you-
that.
you
same
have to be-
shit.
and then what
you
I've
have
had
to
that
be a
same
gentleman no
shit.
matter
happened
what.
after that?
Oh, we still haven't been on a date. Cause,
You have to be a gentleman no matter what. There's a difference between being a simp and a gentleman. A simp, there's no fair exchange of value. In a gentleman, there's always an exchange of value.
Yeah.
Right? Because they feel it, they see it, and they sense it. And it's like, even if we don't take each other serious, maybe down the line, a few months down the line, she's gonna call me up. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I had a great experience with you.
Yeah.
Right? She'll straight up tell me.
Yeah.
And we're gonna link up again. But if I'm being you know what I'm saying, not a gentleman or whatever, and I'm just over here like being a
finna be like,
douchebag,
nah,
nah,
like,
fuck all that. You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah, 100%. You want to leave a lasting memory on a person, especially a
you have
woman.
to leave like your imprint on somebody.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I feel
So
that.
let me go into this question, right? This question kind of, I was actually going to ask it after a few comments, but when do you know that it's the right sign for you to walk away from a relationship?
What?
That's
Sorry,
a
I was-
good
I was
question.
reading
That's a
the
good
comments.
question.
It said Val said watermarks.
What are some signs?
Well,
you-
hey, real quick,
Go
low
ahead,
in
go
the
ahead.
comments, can you tell me you know David what?
Yeah, what does
And
that
then
mean? What
Erica,
does that mean? What does
David,
that mean?
what are you talking about? I'm just being realistic. Would you want me to lie? Chivalry is, I'm only giving you chivalry if I feel like I'm gonna take you serious. Other than that, you just getting bare minimum shit. And that's realistic.
As you
The
should,
same-
though.
And
I
it's
feel
the
the
same
same,
way with
yeah.
women. Y'all are gonna
No,
give
I
us
feel the
bare
same.
minimum unless you're willing
To-
to say, hey, this is that guy. I'm gonna give him the submission. I'm gonna give him all the other stuff he wants.
For me, I feel though like
Personally, don't you want
you
to?
give me what
Yeah.
I'm gonna give back. Like,
Yeah, no, but personally, wouldn't you want to have like people around you who are like, okay, yeah, no, that guy treated me well, like he treated me
Yeah.
very good,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's like,
But they gotta earn that, bro. I'm not just gonna give some regular
no,
girl.
no,
giving her
I
dick
get it,
to
I get it,
some
I get it.
good
You
shit
have
that
to earn
my
it.
wife should earn.
You're
that she
absolutely right.
deserves.
You're absolutely right, and I won't just give that to anybody, but I also wouldn't go out with just anybody.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
that
I'm
makes
not.
sense.
I'm selective. I know who I'm going out with.
Yeah, you ain't
Yeah.
sleeping
saying
with
I'm
like
not
twos
fucking
and threes and shit.
Nah,
yeah.
hell no. Like
twos
hold up.
and threes is crazy.
Yeah, we ain't
Hold
do it.
up.
We ain't
So-
going down
Seven
there.
and above, baby.
Look,
Not over here.
If we're going out, it's because you're selected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it.
'Cause I choose
so
you.
I'm fucking exactly. I have a choice.
It's a
And
Pokemon.
if I feel like, because you're selected, I'm gonna give you a good experience.
Yeah.
Whether this works out or not, we had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna remember that. And you'll be like, yo, like, damn, there was this one guy back
Like,
in the
damn,
day.
I kind of miss him.
Yeah.
yeah, no, 100%.
And now you're gonna go back and
100%.
hit him
Yeah.
up just to get
So-
some dick.
Exactly.
So again, I feel like however guys want to see it, like, oh, it's a bad investment. No, fuck all that. If you are able to do it, why not? I'm saying share the
Yeah.
experience with a person. I feel like you can, again, even if it's just laughter all night long and you're just like, yo, like I'm not really digging this girl, but
Yeah.
you know what? We're having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see where it goes. But okay, so let me ask, okay, back to the question, right? What are some signs for you to say, I'm walking away? And who's it harder to walk away from a relationship, a woman or a man?
And we'll start with you, Destiny. Go ahead.
Ooh, I'm the wrong person to ask.
No, we're
No,
going with you
hell
first.
no.
Who is it
You
easier
know
to walk
exactly.
away from?
We're leading
I
with
can answer
you
that right
first.
now.
We're leading with you first, and then we'll go
I was in a very toxic relationship for 16 years.
Okay, so yeah, so then
okay.
you had a
You
reason
should-
to
you
walk
should-
I
yeah,
away.
you
didn't
should
walk
have reason.
away.
You didn't walk away? He,
I
But
didn't walk.
that's because your
for
emotions were
Who-
involved in the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so give us some of those red flags that you just missed. Because you should, after you get out of the relationship, you should do the process to be like, damn, what did I fuck up on that I can do better in the next relationship? And if you don't do that, I'm not saying you, but if you don't do that as women and men, you're doing yourself a disservice in the next relationship. So you should figure out what you fucked up on in the previous one so that you can make it better in the next one, right? So what would be those red flags that you missed in that previous relationship?
I didn't love myself.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a really good one. A lot of women devalue themselves or bring themselves down in value because they're trying to make their other men happy and etc. Okay, that's one.
Yeah.
Give us two more if you can.
Don't even look.
No, we didn't. Don't even tag her in. Don't tag her in.
Yeah, don't
I need
tag
another
me
one. I need
in,
another one.
please, 'cause
Give
I'm
us
over
one
here
more.
reading the
This is
comments,
what
like-
goes back to accountability, and I feel like men nowadays, I will say more of these higher value men will take accountability on the things they fuck up on. So, can you just give us a little bit of accountability of what you think you might have messed up on? Maybe you were being too jealous. Maybe you were being uncommunicative. I mean, not communicative, but not talking as much. Maybe not as communicative as you could have been. Whatever it is. What would you think is another red flag that you might have messed up on that you can do better in the next situation?
My last relationship, I could have been better at communicating.
Well, I just told you that, so let's not use that.
Okay. That relationship was very toxic because there was a lot of cheating.
On his part or your part or both?
His part.
Okay.
So we got married in 2018. And 2 weeks after we got married, he had me believing he was working out of town. But really, he was living like 20 miles away with another girl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
So how did you
That's
not see
crazy.
the red flags though?
Because he had me believing he was working out of town.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
feel
Like the oil
a man
fields and
can
shit like
reassure
that.
you
wait,
so much.
But you never thought about, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, my homeboy does the same thing. So what she'll do is she'll go on the trips with him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's where you confirm, is he telling the truth or is he not? He's like, nah,
Yeah,
babe,
yeah,
you can't
yeah.
go on me with this to the 6-hour trip. What you mean? It's right there in Austin. Why can I not go with you? It's 4 hours away. Why can I not go with you 4 hours away and come right back?
Yeah.
If you say it's that simple.
Yeah.
And then they're not gonna trip about it. So it's that same scenario. Why did you not just, hey, can I go with you?
Because I have kids. I have to be here with my kids.
Okay, I'll give you that. They are the priority. I'll give you that.
That makes sense.
Can you give me one more red flag? One more. This is 3. Not too much to ask for.
What did he say?
I'm just saying, can you give me one more? Is all I'm asking. Just
Hey,
one
that's
more.
actually a pretty good one from Lo. We FaceTiming. I mean,
Oh,
that's,
yeah, we
that's, that's
FaceTime
yeah,
me
okay,
regardless.
that's a
You
good
know what
one.
I'm
That's a good one.
saying?
Let me
Yeah.
confirm.
To
You
try to
said
confirm.
you're
Show
on the
me
road.
the hotel room.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right,
Let me
baby.
confirm you're on the
'Cause
road
show
right now.
me.
You're right. Yeah, that's another good one. FaceTime, especially nowadays. You
Give
can-
me
yeah.
a whole 360 tour.
She said, "Show me
MTV
the
my
hotel
cribs.
room." Yo, she wilding right now. Yeah. Hey. See, these women know what we're talking about. And
Yeah,
they
they
are
know what's
older,
up.
so they would understand.
Yeah.
Can you give me one more though? One more red flag that you might have seen throughout that whole
Yeah, don't
situation.
gaslight me.
That's one too as well. Gaslighting.
Yeah, so go ahead, write that down so I got 2 more.
Oh, we'll save that. We'll come back to that.
Okay, let me get back to that.
I would
Okay,
say,
it's good.
real quick. I think the one you would maybe refer to as manipulation.
Yeah.
He told you everything you wanted to hear, and not what you needed to hear. And when he tells you what you want to hear, you're like, okay, that feels so good, cool. And then you just keep on going on to the next subject. Oh, how was your day? What are you gonna eat? Something like that. And
Yeah.
boom, he
Kinda
already
brush
skip-
it off
Yeah,
kinda
brushed
thing.
it off. Where
Yeah.
he told you what you wanted to hear, and you were like, all right, cool, that's enough. And then boom.
What are some signs for you to say you should walk away from a relationship, and who is it harder, a man or a woman, to walk away from a relationship?
Who is it harder? I would say a man for sure, because a woman is already mentally checked out way before a man is.
Yep.
And I would say, I would say like, kind of like the manipulation thing. Like,
Yeah.
you telling me one thing, but like, you kind of switching gears, and then you're like, oh yeah, like this and that, like
Yeah,
how you said like, what are you eating, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Like,
switch the conversation quick.
no, you're not finna switch it on me because I'm finna nag you about it until you show me. Like,
yeah.
because kind of like the trust is kind of broken.
100%.
You know? Yeah. So.
Do you feel like it's harder for a man or a woman to walk away?
I feel like it's harder for a woman to walk away.
Really? Okay.
I will say this. From my experience, it's usually always the girl to walk away before the guy does.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
I
almost
agree.
always, the girl walks away before the guy
It was
does.
hard
Yeah,
for me to walk away.
We as men we will allow y'all to just walk away. Get to that point to walk away. We won't even do it first. Majority of the time, the guy is not doing it first. If a guy does it first, he probably didn't feel that strongly about you.
I feel like
We
his
really
women
let
are
y'all
like
go.
invested
That's just
hold
my
on.
preference. That's just my preference.
I actually so I actually believe that men today need to understand the power of walking away.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like they need to understand how to lose ties with a woman.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they're the ones that are looking foolish, right? Because if once a woman is done with you, trust me, she
she's done.
won't
She's washing your
hesitate.
hands.
She won't hesitate to walk away.
Nope.
Yeah.
But the key to it though is that when a man knows to walk away first, he has full control, right? And because many women won't just walk away outright.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're emotionally checked out. You know, they'll either ghost you or they'll leave you hanging.
Oh,
Things like that, right? But I feel that, you know, and again, this kind of ties into as well, like you need to understand how a woman has ended her past relationships because that tells a lot about her character,
Yes.
right? And if she's someone who flakes, who ghosts people, or they just
Kinda
without any
dodges
talking,
you,
nothing.
Avoid
or-
confrontation.
Yeah, those are things to pay attention to because, you know, again, essentially, how can she handle conflict? Can she handle conflict as an adult or does she run?
It'll
And
show
if-
like how you
Yeah.
go into the next relationship, like how you're gonna work it out. Like,
Exactly. But
Yeah.
but it's not just relationships, it's also friendships.
Friendship.
These are things that you
relationships
can
all
understand.
In general, friendships,
Now,
relationships.
if you see all these things, right, it's very important for you to pay attention to this. It's very important for you to see how she moves because it matters in the sense of, you know, you're dealing with somebody who can just basically walk out
Easily
at
to
any
walk
time
away.
when times are tough.
Mm-hmm.
And for us men, right, this is why the vetting process is so important before you even start dating somebody because, you know, it's a lot harder for guys to walk away. Let's just put it that
Yeah,
way.
it
It's a lot
is.
harder for guys to walk away because they try to fix something that's already broken. When women are mentally checked out, they're mentally checked out.
Yeah.
But if you walk away first and you see that there's something wrong, you have full control, which means that you walking away, it leaves the girl like, oh shit, what the fuck happened?
and I hate that.
No,
shit.
100%. It leaves the girl like, what the fuck
That
happened?
happened to me one time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Where
No,
he
that.
walked
for
away
sure.
and you were like, what is
For
it?
sure.
What did I
No,
do?
he ghosted
and you
me.
start thinking of things of like, and this is why I say it, like a man should always assess who they're bringing in as a partner.
Yeah.
Right. Do the full analysis
Facts.
where, you know, if, you know, a guy, essentially, if he's building his way up, he's not always going to be up. There's going to be some times where he's
for
down.
sure.
Now, if my woman was to tell me, look, baby, I know you've been working hard. You know, you've been doing all these things. Don't worry. Keep focus. I got us. But now if I hear something else where a girl's like, oh yeah, this is not what you promised me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go through this. I'm out.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
The guy
Like-
fucked up there because he went in too fast into a relationship. That's what I think. You have to assess it and you have to understand that the person you're bringing in, the right questions are being asked so that you know exactly where you're getting
Wait,
yourself into.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, I believe that a man, it's harder for a man to walk away,
I
but a
agree.
man who understands that if he walks away first, you have full control,
Full
which
control.
means that later on, look, once you break up, you walk away, you work on yourself, you build your way up, you work out, you look better. What does that mean? You can always go back to it if
You
you
can
want
come
to.
back, yeah.
She's going to be reattracted. The reason why she lost attraction was because you lost yourself in the process, and now you building your way back up. That's how you were attractive in the first place. That's how
Yeah.
she found you. She's like, I like him because of who he is. Now, you can either go back, but in the process, what did you create? more
new-
attractiveness.
yeah, a whole
So now
new
you got
dude.
more options.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the value is there. A lot of guys miss that mark. I'm telling you. And anyone who is watching, man, look, walk away.
Yeah.
When you know that shit is wrong,
because you have full fucking control.
have
I
the will
hate
to walk
that.
away.
I hate that
Anyway, that
so
was-
much.
Yeah, I literally had a situation
That was-
like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you were willing to walk away?" I was like, "Hell yeah," because you're crossing my boundary, and because you're crossing my boundary, I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm ready to walk away.
Yeah.
And you might think it's me doing too much, but it's not, because you don't even realize you're literally tiptoeing on my boundary.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, hey, after that, you're tiptoeing.
But
So
if you tell me
letting
that,
you know,
then I'd be like, okay, I'm aware. Like, let me back up.
you would think.
You would think.
You would think.
Yeah.
Real quick, we get into Lowe's thing. She said, when the person you're with starts disrespecting the relationship in any shape or form, you are disrespecting yourself by continuing to allow it. And I would
Yes.
second, yes, I will
Yes.
agree with that as well. Whether you're a man or a woman, goes
Yes.
vice versa. You are allowing that situation to happen.
And we do not
cheaper to
tolerate
keep her. It's
disrespect.
actually not cheaper to keep her as long as you're not married. If you're not married, you can let that girl go.
Yeah.
See ya. See you next week.
See, you wouldn't want to be a.
See you on the next one. All right, real quick, we'll take this last shot because on the show, and then I have this one last question that I'll
Let's
end
do
it
it.
off with.
Let's do it.
Actually, I have a question.
There
and
ain't
you always
even
have
more.
one.
What are you talking about?
Well,
What?
that's it.
Nah, wait. There's a Malibu. What is that?
Not
Fuck,
the
one
Malibu.
shot.
There's a-
Oh, we do got this.
That's
Been
vodka,
hiding
dog.
Oh, you
out.
like effing?
You like effing?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I would have
Effing.
known that.
I just
Hey,
heard
look,
about that
here,
the
pour
other day.
yours into mine, and then you can have some of that. Because that doesn't even have a lot. Yeah, because you got like.
2 shots of vodka.
That was the
Glug, 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 glug.
squirt.
No, she already drank the shot though.
Oh, did I?
Oh. Nah, go. Oh.
She don't give me the squirt drink.
Yeah.
Gosh, no. All right, pour that into Ariel's drink. There you go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, pour
let's
that
go,
in my
let's
Now
hands.
you can have this. I'll
That
pour
was
you some more
nothing.
squirt. I'll pour you that's why I said pour it into mine. It's all good.
It's all good in the neighborhood.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
this is
that's a triple shot.
Let's get the rest of it. No, this
Not
is
even.
Yeah, this is-
That was
that's
like a
the
shot
regular-
and a half.
You know, that's like a
Barely.
regular
But give me
one.
some squirt.
Yeah, I got you.
Some squirt back.
You don't put all the squirt into mine.
That was your chaser and your shot in one.
Yes, she did both, and I
Yeah.
do not like sipping on alcohol at all. Like I like. To
So go ahead, just chug it then.
I mean, I have to now because she don't give me too much. All right. All right. And we still got some rum chata. I'm not ready now. Yeah, fuck that. All right.
Salute. Cheers.
guys. And then we'll do
Cheers.
These last two
Cheers.
questions.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Go for it.
So, this is my last question.
Let's hear it.
Are relationships possible without physical intimacy? We'll start with you, Miss Red. Are relationships possible without physical intimacy?
How long have we been in a relationship?
Relationship, you've been, all right, you dated him, you talked to him for a month and a half, and you've been dating him for a month and a half. So overall, you're 3 months in.
Oh,
3
yeah.
months in, you're with him.
Definitely.
Okay, when you giving it up? Within those 3 months, when are you giving it up?
Listen,
Wait, you
I've
giving
been
it up?
celibate for 10 months.
You were
So-
celibate for 10
Oh,
months.
yeah, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's
I'll just-
possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
for y'all,
sure.
yes.
not
For
for you.
us, maybe not. Maybe not.
Nah.
What about you? You say no?
Well, wait. Say it again.
Are relationships possible without physical intimacy? Like a real relationship. You're
A
with this
real
person.
relationship.
You like them. You find them attractive. Everything.
No.
Mm.
Only because I'm a very sexual person, so I need my other half to be the same way.
So you a hoe?
okay.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Motherfucker.
Joking. Complete joke, guys. That's a complete joke. Complete
Nah,
joke.
I'm
So
a
you
Leo,
would-
so I need that
So
physical
you would
attraction.
say no, it's not possible.
No,
And you,
not
what
for
would you
me.
say? 3 months in,
3 months in.
you
3 months
talked
is
to him
a
for a month and a
long
half,
time.
and then another month and a half
We
y'all been
like each
together.
other.
Mhm. He says, "Baby girl, I don't want to have sex for 6 months."
He doesn't want to have sex. I'm cool with that.
Who am I lying to?
So I would say maybe you're cool with that just because you know the build up is gonna be crazy at that 6 month point. Because
Yeah.
you're just like, I've been waiting for this 6 month to hit. As soon as that 6 months hit, let him
I'm cool
go.
with that. I think I like him even more.
Even more
Yeah.
without withholding himself.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it lets me know you're not a hoe. You're strong minded.
Disciplined.
You're not just gonna fuck anybody.
Mm-hmm. Got
Yeah,
it.
it's self
3 months
control.
is a long time, though.
No,
Well,
that is
I mean-
a long time.
Yeah.
Shit.
You can
Tell me
tell.
about
You
it.
can tell if like a guy is trying to like be pursuing towards that, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because I would actually say that if a guy practices sexual discipline, in the sense that pleasuring himself or whatever,
Yeah.
like you can tell if a guy is like fully into that,
For
right?
sure,
And he'll
yeah.
he'll approach it that way. But if he practices sexual discipline, he won't come off that way.
Yeah, it all depends how you carry yourself.
Yeah,
For
Real
sure.
quick,
Self-control.
Christian, I don't even know his last
A
name.
lot of guys don't have.
He says if someone was really good friends with someone, but this person has like her for so long, but doesn't know what to do with this person, either just leave it alone or wait till the person how they feel. But knows rejection is coming. What are you explaining? Are you saying that you've known somebody for a while and you know that they're probably going to reject you, or how does that go? Can somebody give me a different?
If
I-
someone's
I
really good
tried to
friends with
understand that too,
someone, but the person.
Yes. So whatever you just said, go ahead.
Damn, I don't even know what I don't even know what I just said. All right, if someone has really good friends with someone, but this person has like her for so long, but doesn't know. Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. Are you saying that you have a friend or somebody you're cool with, and he's not treating her the right way, and you know how to treat her? Are you saying leave her alone?
Or slide in.
Or slide in. Is that what you're interpreting? Okay, got
Oh,
you. And then
shit.
this goes, okay,
Nah,
with your
that's
answer
crazy.
on that,
So
watch
no
the
bro
beginning
code.
of the episode.
Christian,
and you will know.
Christian,
yeah,
is that
don't do it.
something? Is that something you're going through right now? Because it
I'm
definitely
like, so
sounds
don't
like
hate
it.
Hey, Christian,
Hold on.
let her go.
I tell you, don't even mess with that.
Yeah,
bro.
don't even mess with
yeah,
her.
don't
get
If,
in
if
the
that's
mix,
hey,
bro.
listen, if that's your real homeboy,
Yeah.
don't even look at her.
No.
If
Yeah,
she's
if
your
y'all are,
fake,
like,
Off
if
limits,
she,
bro.
if y'all are not
Don't even
cool
do
like
it.
that, hey, do whatever you want to do.
Off
But
limits.
just know, yeah, he ain't
If
gonna
y'all
be a
are like
homeboy after that.
acquaintances, then slide in.
Yeah.
But like if y'all are locked in,
Yeah, then do your
nah,
thing.
don't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
don't do that. Yeah, for sure.
Because you finna fuck something up.
Yeah, you'd rather keep your homeboy than that girl because girls
Yeah,
come
facts.
and go. Girls come and go, my
Exactly.
boy.
There is 3.4.
Friend-
There's
Friends are in it to win it.
Billion.
3.4 billion women in the ages of 21 to 40
That's
in
a
the
lot.
world.
That's
We
a
love
lot.
the statistics. Thank you.
Statistics, yeah. That's a
Statistics,
lot.
thank
So
you.
yeah, Christian, hey, just move on to the next girl, and she probably doesn't want you low key just because she's gonna be like, "Oh, you're my ex's best friend, or you're my ex's homeboy. I can't do that."
I'm
And
like,
if
just
she
because
says
she's
that, then-
pretty, move on to the next
yeah,
one.
there's plenty of other
Yeah.
pretty women in this world. Trust me. There's plenty of other women.
But with
that was
that,
my last question. Go
Okay,
ahead, what's
with
your last
that,
question?
let's go ahead and wrap it up because it is 9:37.
Hey, your biggest fear is rejection, my boy. Do not fear
Don't
rejection. We
even.
always get rejected every single day. I promise you.
Yeah,
There's
the
been so many
worst
times I get
thing
rejected.
that can happen is you get a no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
The
It's a
worst
no.
thing that can happen is a no. So
it's a numbers
what?
game. It's a numbers
move on
game.
to the next.
I hit on
So-
20 different girls, and I
Yeah,
guarantee you'll
it's
get at least
fine.
one.
Straight
at
up.
least one. At least
Straight
one.
up.
With 20 different, yes.
With that said, I always go to the last question. What'd you girls think about the show?
We'll
That's
start with
great.
you, Miss Red. Miss
I
Red.
loved it.
Oh, you're good.
So much
Cool.
fun.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was kind of nervous coming on here. I told him I was like, I'm very shy.
Nah, yeah, but
Boy,
hey,
I would
you know,
I could tell you're shy. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not nervous about it all and everything.
that's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, we try to open up that space, right?
Yeah.
From the very beginning. We try to make sure that you girls feel comfortable being on here, first and
Yeah.
foremost. And not only that, but you got 3 cameras watching you. Everyone's watching you. This is recorded. It's going to be
Yeah.
uploaded, all that type of deal.
Yeah.
So I get it. You know what I'm saying that's cool.
And
What
for your,
about-
was this your first podcast?
My second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A little kind of used to it and whatnot. What about you?
Right.
I would say yes. I was nervous. I told y'all both earlier. My hands were sweating.
Yeah.
But now fuck the cameras. Like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I just act like I'm talking to y'all. So
Got you. So
What
how
would you think of the show?
Yeah, what'd you think about
it was good.
It was
yeah,
cool?
Yeah,
Okay,
I would do it
got
again.
you. Okay, so 1 to 10,
Yeah.
what'd you think? And then 1 to 10, what did you think?
Okay.
When it's 10.
Okay, 10. Got you.
You can't give us a 10 though.
Hey.
There's room for improvement.
Yeah, we can improve.
We can give it. We can
always
get
find
better.
improvement in every single show. I know we
You
can.
can't use 10. All right, one to
That's cool.
No,
I
you can
wasn't
use
gonna
10.
use
You can use 10 is
I wasn't
perfect.
gonna use
All right,
10.
10
All
is
right.
perfect. So
Go
I'm
ahead.
like, what do you say?
9.5.
Okay, all
We're
right,
up
I'll
there,
take it.
we're
I
I'll
would
take it.
give it like an 8.
Okay,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Okay,
hell yeah.
okay. In your perspective, then, what could have made it better?
Yeah.
What's that point two? I mean, the other two.
I give it an 8. Y'all could have had better drinks.
Ah, okay,
Damn.
gotcha.
Damn.
Okay,
No, I'm
It's
cool
the
with
drinks.
I'm cool
That's
with
cool.
the shots, but like I was just nervous. I didn't know kind of like what I was walking into.
Yeah.
Which is
So-
good. That's good.
It is kind of good, but I like to know what I'm walking into.
Most people would as well, and I would as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
But that's what makes it so much better because you don't know what to expect. And what you when you
Yes.
don't know, hey, listen, the best love is the love you'd never expect coming. So
true.
again,
That is
you
true.
not knowing what to expect is always the best outcome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
promise you. And again, you probably want some Casa Azul, huh? What you want? 1942
Nah,
or some
that's-
shit?
1942.
Hey, she would have been like 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Yo, hey, wait, no, Cincinnati was not bad.
Hey, it's not.
It's smooth.
Trust me, it's not, bro. But
Yeah.
you know,
Hey,
she
I
was
feel
that
it, I feel it,
Casa
I feel
Azul,
it.
I'm a
1942.
bartender.
I know she. Yeah, I know.
Options.
Yeah,
She needs
yeah,
that
okay.
top shelf.
All right, my
Who
bad.
she think
Shit.
she is Nelly and
We're
Michelle.
working.
All right, my bad.
A Sienna.
A Senna?
You work at a center?
Yeah.
No, you
No,
don't.
you're-
Yes, I
fucking
do.
don't.
When do you
swear
work
to
at a
God.
center?
So whenever you were saying that earlier, I was like, that's cool.
Nah,
You're
wait.
lying. Where do we see
We
you
haven't
at?
seen you there.
I be bottle girl and bartender
When?
days?
Yeah.
on the weekend.
No,
You're
we're
lying.
there. We're there
There's
Saturday.
way.
Where?
So you didn't see us.
We've been there the last 3 weeks.
Nah.
Straight up.
Yo, we
Nah.
have
We
a
had-
whole deal with them and everything.
we had,
How have you not seen us.
We had
Listen.
we ended up getting 4 bottles last Saturday.
So you know
I
Spencer
wasn't
and
there
all
last
them?
weekend,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
no.
so you know Spencer
Nah.
and RZA and all them?
Yeah.
Okay, see what the
Yeah, we're
hell?
cool.
That
Shit,
don't
yeah.
even make sense.
Um,
bro.
So whenever y'all was talking about the whole thing, I was like, that's
Brand new to you. That's crazy.
No,
That's
I
even
already
better.
knew what was up, but I was just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, that's
Okay.
at a center right there. That
Yeah,
one's
I
at a
know.
center.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Small world, but not really at all. Hey, again, we
Not when you
appreciate
network,
guys.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
really not. We
Yeah.
appreciate you guys for tapping into another episode of Open Discussions. I'll spin it off to Ariel. What you got, bro?
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, again, shout out to our sponsors, Ascena Nightclub, man. Look, again, if you guys haven't checked out this place, it's a nice place, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Check
cool.
it out.
It's a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? And again, we are gonna have the show, the Halloween show,
October 31st.
October 31st, Thursday night. We're gonna be all dressed up in costumes, all that type of deal. But it's gonna be live streamed. So anyone who's watching wants to be a part of that, man. Make sure to tune in. We already do. Well, actually, no.
We have
missing-
half the girls.
We have half of the girls.
Confirmed. Like
Anybody wants to be a
confirmed,
part
half
of
the
it,
girls.
let us know. We're gonna, like I said, host a whole show on at the
Thursday.
nightclub. So
I'm like,
it should
let
be
me
cool.
know.
Should be cool. You down?
Let me know. I'll pull up.
Hey, like I said,
Hey, we're down for
yeah,
that
I'm always down.
straight up.
Hey,
But,
wait, real quick,
go ahead.
Christian T, who are those eyes for? Mrs.
Christian.
Red or on the,
Yeah.
on the left? Who? It's got to be the girl on the left because
'Cause
of the
I'm
black
like-
heart. Because of the black heart.
I have
Christian-
never been there.
Yeah,
Where
send
is
us your
that?
Instagram real
Ascena,
quick.
it's in downtown. It's in.
It's close by Deep Ellum.
Yeah, straight up.
It's
Yeah.
close by Deep Ellum.
Christian,
look
by
him
the
up.
way.
Oh, we found
okay,
you.
yeah,
Hey, we
Christian.
found you.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a guy or a girl?
No, it's
it's a
remember
guy.
at Hideout.
Oh, at the hideout.
At
Okay,
Hideout.
got you.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Christian.
Hey,
Hi.
peso,
That's
peso.
the boy. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, don't be afraid of rejection, bro. It's normal. We all get rejected.
100%, bro.
Ariel gets
All of
rejected.
us.
I get rejected.
Yeah.
Hey, girls.
Me
Yeah.
Y'all get
too.
rejected?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All
When's
the
the
time.
wait, real quick.
The audacity, though, because it's crazy.
The audacity. All right, before we end the show, real quick. Tell us when y'all last got rejected. Whether it was last week or 2 months ago or whatever it
Listen,
was.
I got ghosted. I told y'all not that long ago.
But that's not
so-
really rejection. That's kind of
It's
just
Yes, it
ghosted.
is,
though. It's
because,
being
like-
ghosted.
That's kind of ghosted. Y'all were already having a connection.
All
and
right, then
stuff.
never mind.
Okay. What about you, Miss Red?
I don't get rejected too often.
No, I haven't been rejected once. I'm gonna say that.
When's the last time?
Yeah.
You hollered at a guy at a
That's
bar?
tough. I don't
I got
know.
ghosted today.
What was it,
That's
yesterday?
I don't approach anybody. I don't talk to
They don't have to
anybody.
I can
approach you,
see
but
that.
you
I can
approach
see that.
No, but
I can see
like-
both of y'all not having to approach. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, if anything, you guys are doing the rejection on other
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Nah, because if I really want you, I'm gonna approach you.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Like-
See, most
Yeah.
girls don't do that. So if
But
you
it's
do
because
that,
I'm very
down for
bold.
it.
Yeah.
Like I'm
straight
gonna
up.
like if I see
Assertive.
you from if I see you from like across the room and I'm like, oh, I want you, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
But like if you reject me, I'm be like, all right, that's cool.
Damn. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
but
With that being
never.
said, real quick, one more shout out to the producer in the back, Roger.
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 Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Clock out the clock
Roger.
right back in, my man back there. And with that being said, hey, if you guys haven't already, vote for us. Direct Discussion Podcast of the Year. Guys, the voting ends October 20th. We need y'all for the next 10 days or so to just lock in a vote every single day on your mom's Instagram, your brother's Instagram, whoever. Everybody's
On
voting.
all
make some
platforms.
On all
fake
your
accounts, VPNs,
Yeah,
and
do
all
whatever
that.
it is.
You
Just
know
go
it.
lock in Direct Discussions
Yeah.
for Podcast of the Year, guys. And we will see you on the next episode of Open Discussions.